No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the reformers. Nigeria what, yo? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what, yo? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Nigeria watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Nigeria watch you.
Look, when you have a situation where there is a concerted effort to stigmatize an ethnic nationality and blame them for everything that goes wrong, and that ethnic nationality in response now say, okay, you know what? So that they will not say that it is we who are causing problem. Please stay out of any wahala that is being orchestrated. I can't blame them. If the Igbo man is saying, I don't have any problem with Tinubu, I'm not part of any protest against the government, I can't blame them for saying that. I grew up in an era where whenever there was any problem, the first thing people did was to loot. And who are the people who lost when shops and markets were looted or burnt? It was the Igbo, because those are that's the merchant class in Nigeria. Long time ago, when Nigeria had not become the evil forest that it is today, it was just in its infancy at that time. The Igbo man learned that the government has nothing for him. So he learned to survive on his own. You will rarely ever find an Igbo man applying to the civil service or looking for salary job. So the average one, even the ones I went to university with, they will go and attach themselves to somebody in the market. They will learn a trade. So they learned to do without government. They learned to discount the government completely, which means that the Igbo man is better equipped than any other Nigerian to cope with our current circumstances, where the government has become completely useless. The Igbo man was already prepared for the uselessness of the government. So now that he is prepared for it, and everybody else have now decided to stigmatize the Igbo man, I can't blame the Igbo man for turning around and saying, it's none of my business, enjoy your government. He didn't enjoy anything from the government before. So for somebody, and I'm talking about the average Igbo man who is like me and you. I'm not talking about the Ojihus or Kalus of this world or the Okorochas of this world who have always fed on the grievances of Ndi Igbo and made money by appeasement of government and then presuming to speak on behalf of. I'm not speaking to those ones. I'm speaking for the average man on the street who grew up believing that he has no portion in Nigeria, which was what fed the Biafran spirit and the demand for Biafra even 50 years after the Civil War. So I'm not speaking to the man on the street of Alaigbo. I'm not speaking to the trader in Alaba or at Aspanda or at Ladipo. All those ones, they have always lived with the mentality of being victims of the system. So when a victim of the system is telling you, leave me out of your protest, go and deal, because it wasn't gaining anything from the system in the first place. So if he wasn't gaining anything from the system in the first place, he has nothing to lose if the situation becomes, the only thing that is happening now is that more victims are being recruited into the Nigerian mess. So why should he, who was always a victim, further victimize himself by joining those he believes are responsible for his victimhood? Unfortunately, it only assures the victimization of everybody. But it is now incumbent on those of us who know better to help him to understand that, yes, we understand that that was yesterday. But for us to all come out of this together, you would have to move away from that pain to now walk. Now at least everybody is now suffering. Yorubas will say that it means that until suffering is democratized, it is not possible to end it. The suffering in Nigeria has now been democratized. Long ago, I predicted that the Nigerian revolution will start in northern Nigeria. The only reason I said so at the time is because the North had always been the reason we could not find common purpose to fight the evil. But now that the person in power in the presidency is not a northerner and is at best a nominal Muslim, and the suffering has now been fully democratized, the northern street, I'm not talking about the northern elite, the northern street has no interest in forbearing and continuing to suffer. Why is it that all of a sudden everything that they tolerated during the years of Muhammadu Buhari is no longer tolerable? Have you considered that? Look, I don't know how long it's going to take, but if this mess continues, the problem that will consume this government will start in northern Nigeria. It's not going to start in the east. The Igbo man has more or less taken a position. I was always a victim. Go and solve your problem. Leave me alone in my little corner. If you lie, steal all the money in the world. You still take that money to a market to go and buy something. And who will you find in the market when you get there? You find the Igbo man there. Whether it's food you are buying, whether it's building material, whether it's car, you find the Igbo man. He's there in the market waiting for you. So he's already in a position of advantage. So why would he disadvantage himself unless you people show him a readiness for change? So that is where we are right now. It might seem like nothing is going to happen, but something will definitely happen.
Earlier, I couldn't get, so I bought black market for like, 1,000 per liter. The main issue is the fact that there's scarcity now, and you really can't trust these black market people. So I don't want to keep buying from them. So I have to come here now to come and try to get into the filling station and buy.
Before today, it had been 660. And somewhere else, they said 670, 680, because I used to buy from here.
They've removed subsidy. We are buying over 300%, and we still can't get the fuel. And here is a country that is an oil-producing country, and we are suffering like this. What's the meaning of all these things?
There are reports that the slow pace of renewal of marketers' licenses by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority is also contributing to worsening the situation. So far, only a little over 1,000 marketers have had their licenses renewed by the agency out of the 15,000 marketers that are on the portal with licenses. So how are Nigerians coping? Arise News went to the streets of the nation's capital, Abuja.
It's been stressful. We go the time we're supposed to queue, trying to get fuel. We should have used that to, gainfully get something reasonable for our family, for our businesses.
It's been biting hard, and we don't even know who is saying the truth. But I seem to believe what the independent fuel marketers are saying. They said it will take 2 weeks for the fuel to stabilize in Nigeria. But when you listen to what NNPC are saying, they are telling us there is fuel, but we can't see it. If there is fuel, why am I here?
Well, the fuel issue is affecting us seriously. We don't know what is the cause that we are seeing queues coming back again. We don't know.
I've been here since 4 o'clock when I closed from work with the hope that I will get fuel, then just go. But I just discovered that up till now, they said they're still offloading. And there's no way I can even get out of here. I just have to stay back to back.
While the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, says the product is not available and will take 2 weeks or more before normalcy is restored, the spokesperson of NNPC Limited, in a response to Arise News inquiry, said there is availability of products exceeding 1.5 billion litres, which can last for at least 30 days. He stated that some petrol stations are taking advantage of the situation to maximize profits in what is a vague reference to hoarding of the product for quick gains. And it has been a harrowing experience for motorists who have had to pay more to buy from hawkers selling fuel in 10-litre jerry cans just outside petrol stations. Many citizens seem helpless and do not know how soon the queues will dissipate. But for now, Nigerians have no choice than to either patronize the fuel hawkers or spend endless hours on the queues at petrol stations that have the product. Georgina Ndukweza.
We have always been told a lie about the issues around fuel, subsidy, and petroleum availability in the country. And so we are back to a situation whereby NNPC is telling you one thing. And now the worst part is that you now have the independent marketers corroborating what NNPC is saying. Because NNPC is saying it's logistics problem, and petroleum marketers are saying it will take you another 2 weeks because they have to do some other things, which also boils down to the fact that it is also logistics problem. So the fact of the matter is that we are supposed to be #1 crude oil producing country in Africa, and yet we don't have access to the finished product. So you have a situation whereby we have 4 refineries in the country that is supposed, by the way, to produce 450,000 barrels per day, that when you refine into all the products, you are supposed to get over 70 million liters of petrol that is supposed to meet our domestic need of the country. Last year, you had this back and forth. People were saying 65, people were saying 40 million liters domestic consumption per day. But I tell you, if we had our 4 refineries working optimally, we will produce about 70 million liters per day that would have met our domestic consumption and be enough for us to export. So the truth of the matter is that we have been told a lie for a very long time, and we have been so comfortable in that lie that it is all about logistics. But the truth is that we have failed in making our infrastructure work. We have failed in meeting the needs of the country, and we have failed to make Nigerians benefit from the natural resources that all of us should have access to.
Well, good morning to you, viewers. Let's begin what's trending. Senator representing Edo North, Adams Oshiomhole, is the latest to condemn the actions of the Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo for his interference in the legal scuffle between his predecessor, Yahaya Bello, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Well, over the weekend, the senator spoke at the National Integration Conference organized by the Kuka Center, urging citizens to speak up against breaches of the law, irrespective of who is involved.
If you are afraid, given the fact that you are very vocal, you are independent, you cannot be dismissed, you cannot be promoted or demoted. If you are afraid to mention the name of a governor, a former governor, who breached the law, and a city governor who used immunity to cover a governor that lost immunity, where will the courage come from? This sophistry of saying we can name the child of a poor man who's still a goat, but we are afraid to mention the name of a big man who breached the law. That, for me, is at the root of our problem. Some state governors, I must emphasize some, argue that they do not have the resources to pay 50% subsidy in order to ensure that the children of the poor go to school, even where those governors are sending their own children abroad. And one thing we shouldn't do, sir, is that when we talk and you don't mention name, everybody becomes a suspect. What I consider to be the most important investment, namely to resolve that never should a child be born in this country and deny the access to go to school.
All right, Dr. Abati Adams Oshomole there spoke very well. I mean, it was a lengthy conversation he had there. But you weren't here yesterday where we discussed Yahaya Bello, where, you know, through his media aid denied that he paid that 760.
Abuja. Okay. It was true that, and you can see the reflection out. Those.
You want to work, fine. You don't want to work, let the job. It's not compulsory that you must be the one to do the job. That's my position. We have to protect this country. Take this contract as the Constitution of Federal Republic. It's a constitution that is going to guide us. You cannot be on site and the people are dying. The vehicles are falling down and you're playing politics with the lives of the people. And we fold our hands and leave you. For what? If you don't sign the contract and you stay on site, I will ask the locals to beat you up. Yes, I'm on camera. And I did it.
Rufai has been termed as the most performing minister after this video began circulating online. I mean, but you know that he's been doing well, actually, with all the roads. I mean, we saw the Third Mainland Bridge, but also the contentious landmark demolition.
Landmark.
Yes.
He said something that was not true. He said a lot of statements that can be questioned and be fact-checked. He said it was the shanties that were demolished. No, most parts of landmark have been demolished. I mean, I have a video that will show you to that effect this extent of demolition that has gone on there, which is a very sad one for our country.
Yes.
I know we need to do a coastal road, but also either to that road was supposed to be detoured away from that area. Urging concerning, there's something we always call for public decorum. You're negotiating with people. They also should have input. No matter how much you want to defend the country, don't forget that these contractors are also running the business. I don't know, by the way, why we can't have more Nigerian construction companies in there. Maybe because of the variables of the construction sector, which makes it very expensive. But we wanted more Nigerian players is also in the room. That's something we should also consider. You're negotiating with people. It's not a hook, line, and sinker thing. If you have iterated your cost, you also will give them a chance to be able to make their input. And if it doesn't go well, then you guys don't reach an agreement. Then the most important part, which lacks decorum, by saying you're going to get locals to beat them up. You don't need to say that. That's wrong. Because you're charging at violence, you're doing something that's entirely very wrong, and you're endangering their lives. And that's also a threat on their lives. But I also get his points. His point is, because there's this thing contractors do. They don't take your job. They will stay on your site. They will not leave. They will make it difficult for you to pull them out. They do it a lot to frustrate your business. So I get that. You can tell them that, please, not frustrate this if you're not taking it. Let's move on. But not say you will get locals to beat them up. No, that's not right.
All right.
I'd like to come back to that initial issue. You see, because there's a lot of virtue signaling we do in this country.
Which initial issue is that?
About Oshomole.
Okay.
I get the point completely against homosexuality, and I'm happy that the Same-Sex Prohibition Act is there because we all know the debates that went on. And the collective, and a lot of people advocated, because these are our own value system. And let's not forget that we must have an ascendancy of our own value system in African context. It's not what the West throws down at us. They might hurt you with their aid and everything, but we have a value that's obtainable for us on the African continent. Yes, some people will now push their argument further by saying, oh, people should also have the right of rationality to do whatever they want to do. But we have pervasive value system in our society, and that's why I must have to say this act of cross-dressing we are now seeing, the proliferation of all sorts going on, is not in our value system. And we must be able to ask due questions when it comes to that. But the part I disagree with Oshomole on, this is the same person that is now talking about the political class are falling of values. It is the same political class that helped destroy the value. Was it not in the APC as chairman when he said, if you join APC, your sins are forgiven? Is this not this Oshomole that tries so much to be a godfather in Edo State that Obaseki had to kick against him? Is this not this same Oshomole that we all know what went down? We all remember his stellar career being a labor leader. But all of a sudden he transited to politics and we saw otherwise. We saw no empathy. We saw go and die to a woman that you had chased off the road. I'm not saying street trading should be supported, but also public decorum. So we are blaming the churches, we are blaming every part, but our politicians, when they try to start doing this virtue signaling, they should also check themselves. Right. Because part of the problem has been frustrated of the politicians and how they have destroyed this country too. All right. Which he is also part of.
All right, you forgot to ask, isn't this the same Oshomele that is your dancing partner? But that's besides the point. No, but going back to this Umahi subject, I mean, I do appreciate the fact that he was able to send that warning, because you know that the road was awarded in 2012, correct? That's Abuja-Lokoja Road. Oh. And since then, I mean, it's become a...
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, my people. It's good to be back again. Thank you very much for your time with us. It's another day. Today is Tuesday, 30th of April, 2024, the last day of April. Tomorrow is 1st. You are getting old. I'm getting old. We all are getting old. We are talking about the same thing every day on this platform. Looking forward, hopeful, keeping faith that Nigeria will be better someday. But I don't know when, because it's getting worse. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much, Abu Azi. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Madam Iris Finest. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you. Thank you, Madam Martina Ambassi TV. Thank you, Madam Patricia Tagbujumi. And thank you, Asamota Bright. God bless you all, my people. Mofi Ray, thank you. Yes, link will be posted soon. Rosie Ayosh, thank you. Owabo Felix. Okay, let me post out the link right away. You know, for those of you that want to come here as I acknowledge the people, I'm done with all the videos for today. A link will be posted. Ola Adewale, thank you very much for your time with us. Fighters Akwebele, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you right there. The first super chat for today coming from Otabovo Kwanga. Thank you very much, sir. May God bless you. May pocket never run dry. Tony Africa, I can see right there, Madatu Sabi, Leonard and Ozie. Thank you, my wonderful people. Do your part, press on the like button, let our voices go far. Nenda Bona in the building, thank you very much. Ray Abua, thank you very much. Larry Dipo, thank you, my people. Appreciate you all, Messi Omarigi, and many others that have already showcased on the screen. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share. I appreciate every one of you right there. Edo Lai Watch, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you as well. CXL, Nell James, Ovias Peters, Small Miracle B, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Mike Akiambare. Thank you, my people. Now God will bless you now. I can see some people coming in right now. Now God will bless you now, my people. Please do your part. Press on the like button. As you all can see, this is where we find ourselves right now in Nigeria. There is no single fuel right now. No light, no petrol, no security, no food. Everything is just something else. You know, it's pathetic. We can't continue like this. But meanwhile, I'd like to quickly take these articles right here so that we can move on swiftly. As I take these articles, please, guys, continue to do your part by pressing the like button, and let's do this together. Let's start with Nnamdi Kanu. Interpol says it is not aware, not involved in rendition of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. You know, the vice president of the Interpol Africa, Gaba Umar, made the denial while speaking in an interview on News Central TV. The International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, has denied involvement in the rendition of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, from Kenya in 2021. All right. Yes, I would like us to move on. While I have another one right here for you, the position of our Nigerian passport right now in the world. As you can see right there, Nigerian passport rank amongst top 10 worst travel document globally. 10. Top 10. You know, not top 10 the best, or top 10 worst ever. You know, it's disgraceful. It's just, okay. Oh, God, I don't want to lose my voice again for this Nigerian matter today, man. Okay, now, let me ask a question. What is currently working in Nigeria? Or rather, what is working in Nigeria since I was born? Because if I say since Nigeria was created, now they never bomb me when they create this country, Nigeria. What is working? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, everything bad they are using to describe us. This is pathetic. It's really, 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 really pathetic. But meanwhile, let me take another article quickly so that we can move on. Peter Obi have once more speak on the Calabar Highway. As you can see, the Lagos Calabar Highway is job losing project. Stop it now. Peter Obi tells Tinubu, let's went on. The 2023 presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has called on President Tinubu to discontinue the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway project to save jobs for Nigerians. Obi said the project is misplaced priority by federal government, adding that jobs would be lost to add to the current unemployment. Vanguard recalls that the Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, recently said the government is constructing the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway at a total cost of 4 billion naira per kilometer. Jesus. Anyway, I'd like us to move on. I have another one here for you guys. Please do your part as we just quickly take all this, so that we can move on. Naira have depreciated again. Depreciation continues as Naira hit $1,419 per Naira per $1, at official markets. This is crazy. So that is the situation right there. I just wanted to let you guys know. Meanwhile, I have another article. Just bear with me. Let me take all of them swiftly so that we can start talking. I'm not going to waste time in doing all this today. Recover our stolen wealth. Kogi Group tells EFCC, that we are suffering in Kogi and we cannot, nothing is working and all that. And still, we are Yaya Bello stealing our money. So it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. All right, let me bring another one in. Let me quickly bring another one here for you guys. We have just 2 more to go. Bear with me, guys. I have another one from Central Bank ex-governor Emefiele did not award any contract without bribes. I collected 600,000 for him, ex-CBN director tells the court. Did not award any contract without bribes. Just imagine. I'm not going to take that much. You see all the sources right there. In case you want to know more, you can just take it yourself. This is something else. It's crazy. The last one that I have for you guys, I'd like us to quickly take this. All right. This is the last one there. If we continue to pay electricity subsidy for Nigerians, investor will not come. Minister of Power Adelabu defend high tariffs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys today. We're going to start talking right away. In case you want to call in, this is the best time for you to call in so that we can move on, or I'll just go straight to the panel. We start talking. A link will be posted for those of you that want to join us today. Please click on the link and join us here. Let's talk about the things that's affecting us. For those of you that are just coming in right now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate you all, my wonderful people. Please do your part by pressing on the like button, and let's do this, my people. I have the first caller, Bright Asemota, on the phone. Thank you, my brother, for calling in. Good evening to you. Yes, talk to us. Thank you.
Hello.
We can hear you, sir.
Thank
you very much. Please talk to us.
I greet the house. I greet everybody. I just listened to your headlines, and I listened to Shomole. Let me say to Shomole. I listened to Shomole. He was talking reasonably. But you see these Nigerian politicians, anytime they see that the people want to get angry, they will show the good side of themselves as if they are with the people. When they get the people at heartache, they will continue from where they stop. You tell me, Oshomole that is talking today, speaking, he was the same person that said anybody that comes to their party will have salvation and the sins will be forgiven. And the maneuver of these politicians here and there, and as if everybody is working, everybody is doing something, they are using the people's mind. The issue of Yaya Bello today, that The FCC, for example, are saying that they cannot, they don't know what to do. The court are blaming EFCC. EFCC is blaming the court. The system is so corrupt that there is no hope for us as Nigerians. There is no hope. I've earlier said and submitted that anything election in Nigeria, people should boycott it. There is nothing the average Nigerian is trying to do to better themselves that the government want any of us to be better persons. They don't have any of us at heart at all. Look at Tinubu. He was the same person in his campaign that said if he does not do anything, if he comes to power, they should kick him out of office. Tell me, is it the student loan that we are enjoying today? Is it the 50 million youths that will be recruited to the army that have been recruited? Tell me. They said he's going to build Nigeria the way he built Lagos. Is he building Nigeria now? That one bag of rice is almost 80,000 naira. The other day they said now they have done something with the naira. The naira is crashing down. Is the naira crashing down now? So nothing is going on. Anytime they see that the people want to be like, they want to hit the streets, is it that Bobrisky will be arrested or they will bring Emefiele in? When they see that that one is not going up, they will bring in the Kanu issue again. Everybody will still move. They don't moving the people here and there, moving here and there. Before you know it, Nigeria watch, we will be campaigning again for presidency. Before you know it, nothing is going on. That is why I said, even if Peter Obi had won the election, it would have been very, very difficult for him. It would have been very, very, because you cannot work as a carpenter when you don't have tools. You can't work. The FCC cannot arrest when they need to arrest.
All right.
It just cannot secure you.
Thank you.
Nothing is in place.
Thank you.
We are in a loop.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let me take another call. We're in big trouble in Nigeria. Trust me. Mr. Shimize, thanks for calling in, sir. Good evening to you. You have 3 minutes. Please talk to us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Niger Watch, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Niger Watch family. How are you doing today, Niger Watch?
Yeah, should I say I'm good with the situation of Nigeria? I'm good personally.
I don't know why you keep forgetting this Turubu dance. Please, sometimes you play that Turubu dance. So we dance more. We dance more a little bit. So, yesterday, you know what happened to me yesterday? I have 2 phones. I don't know what happened. I can't even listen to anything. I'm trying calling. I can't even after my first call. So all my 2 phones, everything just closed.
Okay.
I was so annoyed yesterday, but I don't know.
But if I were you now, you already used more than 1 minute talking about this. When it reaches 3 minutes now, you'll be said I should give you more time. Exactly 3 minutes, I end the course. Go straight to the point.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, like wrote to me, when he said about concerning Igbo and the government and their business, that's pure truth. So all this come out and protest. It's good to come out and protest, but when it comes for business, Igbo, every business person, let me put it like this way, every business person don't want to come out protest because the protesters might destroy their property, their business, and the loot, but all what he says is true. Then, in terms of the fuel, life without fuel or vehicle moving, going for your businesses, going for your work. It doesn't make sense that up to now Nigeria will sit down and listen to this government and saying, oh, there is no fuel, there is fuel scarcity. For me, it's hard time, and I don't think that Nigeria will ever get up like what the interview they did on the street. They keep saying, but they won't come out and say it. The only thing that on the social media, like I come across
All right.
Take up what you guys want, not doing some
Thank
stupid
you.
stuff. Like yesterday,
Thank you, sir.
What happened yesterday? I was so angry on this media. Believe me, if somebody do good, just applaud that person. But Black Panther, choose obedience. Those people that say what Obaseki did, they are condemning him. Why are you condemning him? It's not right. How many governors did that thing? Even if in a election period, how many of them have did that? And you are here condemning him.
Okay.
Some of us here, is killing us,
Okay.
and so many of us. It's not right. I was so angry.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chimeze. Mr. Chimeze, please, you must work on your time. You must work. It's very, very essential. You talk now for almost 5 minutes, and I give you 3 minutes. Work on this, sir. Please. Thank you, sir. There, exactly. If you want to talk for long, come to the platform. 3 minutes, work on it, sir. It's very important. We cannot give some people 7 minutes and give some 3 minutes. It's not fair. Let's balance it. 3 minutes is 3 minutes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. All right, let me pick another call, guys. Hello, can you hear me? Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon to every members on the panel. Our protocols duly observed. I'm looking at this headline, the Emefiele situation. I still maintain that there's no way Emefiele did all it did during that time, his tenure as CBN governor, without the approval of the presidency. And who was the president during Emefiele tenure as CBN governor? That was Buhari. Up to this moment, since the election, since Tinubu got into office, we haven't heard anything about Buhari being probed. I mean, how can you be a president of the country and all of this corruption and sabotage happened under your watch and nobody's holding you accountable for it? It just tells you how bad our country is. Before the election, these Tinubu supporters were singing that on your mandate we shall stand, on your mandate we shall stand. And they did not ask the questions, what mandate are we standing on, sir? Is it the mandate of the corruption that we're currently experiencing? Is it the mandate of the false scarcity that everybody in Nigeria is currently going through? A country that prides itself as one of the oil-producing countries in the world is going through fuel scarcity. What does that tell you? It tells you that nothing is ever going to be gotten right in that country. There's sabotage in every parastatus of the country. People don't want that country to work because they are benefiting from the misfortune of the country. It is so sad, real sad. And what are youth doing? Our youth don't even give a damn. They're arguing on the internet about Davido, about Whiskey, about what's the other man's name? Don Jazzy. That's what they're channeling all of their energy to. But when we tell them to rise up and protest, nobody's saying anything, nobody's doing anything. They're on the internet shouting about irrelevant things. You get what I'm saying? It's just sad. It's really, really sad that our country has gotten to this point. I don't care. I'm in the United States. I'm enjoying whatever I need to enjoy. You get what I'm saying? They are the ones back home in Nigeria. They don't get lights. They buy fuel to power on their generator. Fuel where they buy itself. You know they again. But they have money to buy data to argue about Whiskey, Davido, and Don Jazzy. Misplaced priorities. It is so sad, really, really sad. And for the Edo State's governorship election, all of this time I've been saying Aswe Igodala, and the reason I've been saying that was because it's the only one I'm hearing. It's the only one I'm seeing everywhere. But when Akpata came on the platform over the weekend, and I listened to what that man said, see, it's going to be a two-horse race between him and Aswe Igodala.
Okay.
And may the best man win. May the best man win. I want the best for my state. Thank you very much. I want to agree to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. All right, Tony Africa, thank you, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Talk to us. 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
I thank you for the work you do for us.
You try your best.
Thank you, sir.
So, yes, sir. The fundamentals, we have to address the fundamentals. Who are the people who use oil wells? That one was talking about how can you be number one producer in Africa and we have no oil. So we have to look at the factors now. The fundamentals is that we need to detect who are the owners of those oil wells. It's not different like than all this, like Dangote is owning all this cement, rice, sugar, salt, and everything. So we need to factor those things in. So then we cannot go to anywhere. With the Yaya Bello's scenario, also what is happening there, the drama. So you see that it just boils down that nothing will ever work in that country unless we have to separate that country peacefully. But which way? How do we do that? That is the big problem. I think got 2 minutes. It's very difficult, sir. I know that you have been doing your best. And then meanwhile, there was something that I wrote at the comment section, which might offend you, especially you, sir. But I beg your pardon. That where was Obi when they were using our money to build Abuja, to build many countries, Niger Republic, extending the oil away from Benin City, not to Nigeria, using our money to build all these infrastructures. So let them waste this money now on our road. Let us see them. I want to see that road take off. Why did I go to use that? Because at the end of the day, there's no government in Nigeria. So there's no police system, no nothing. Look at those states. Look at all the whole place. It's for the highest bidder. So you cannot tell me to go and use my money to buy my way into politics, and then at the end of the day, let this work. So people are talking about constitution. Which constitution? Oh, he's talking about the lawmakers. Which lawmakers? You want them to come and take food away from their own personal mouth, so nothing will work again. That's how we say that we should separate this country. Because the people that are occupying the oil wells are a factor. Then the people that are coming from Shell, from Holland and England, Shell BP, and all those mobile companies from America. So how do you want to tackle those people there? That is why that we have so we continue to pay for empty gallons. Because right now I've learned that they are now manipulating all those meters that are used to save fuel. Instead of 5 liters, you may get just 2.30 liters. So we have nowhere to go, sir. We will begin to look for another way out. How we can talk to our people. They have already attempted now to come and take over the city on 2 occasions. The next one and the next time attempt, they are coming with war.
Thank you.
3 minutes now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. Okay, callers, please, I would like to come back to you guys again later on. Let me go back to the panel. I appreciate every one of you, my wonderful people. Thanks for your time with us today. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Give us a Monday. Thanks, Oga Consign. Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, Oga Prince. Thank you, Oga CM. God bless you all. I'm happy that Oga CM is here because I wanted to give opportunity for Give Us a Monday to help me manage the panel. Because I'm busy doing something right here. But although I'll be listening, but Ogasiam is here, I think he is going to help me when I'm ready. But meanwhile, I would like to quickly call on the first person on the panel, which is Give Us a Mandate. Give Us a Mandate. Before Give Us a Mandate start talking, in case you guys can't hear me, please, you just take over. Ogasiam, please, you just take over the panel. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Okay, Give Us a Mandate. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Good evening to you. Hopefully you can hear me clearly.
Me a surprise as this voice stay clear today. What did they happen? You not talk for that your corner where they talk with
I sit in front of my computers today. I have some things to quickly tidy up before.
Now, so I want to hear your voice. Not be that why you go they talk or they struggle to hear you.
My brother, only if you understand. Don't worry, the day I get your personal number, I will call you. But all that being said, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Hopefully you are doing okay today and the family is doing well. Thank you for everything that you do. Once again, all we can pray is that God continue to bless you and keep you and your family secured. Because even doing this work, honestly, it's not easy. I know that some of them, if they have their way, they probably have their way, they would have asked the government of our countries to lock us up. Honestly. And I'll say it again for emphasis sake. If these guys have their way, they would have asked the government of our various countries to lock us up in prison. Because they feel we are disturbing their peace, We are disrupting their looting. We are disorganizing their system and their corruption embedment. So having to come here whenever we have the time, and then you opening this platform every day, I will say thank you for your boldness, for your integrity, and then for the sacrifice. To the panelists, thank you. To CM, Mr. Jonathan, Black Panther, I greet you all. This is a sanctuary for healing for Nigerians and then for everyone. Prince Collins, I greet you. Mr. Concern, I greet you. Thank you very much, everyone. Mommy Diaspora, we greet you. And viewers all over the world, we greet you. From the stable of Ninja Watch family, we greet you. Now I'm going to the issue today. Black Panther usually says something. He said, "Is Nigeria a country?" Dr. CM says something. He said, "We made rules and we break the rule by ourselves." Even though Madam McGuiney called yesterday, and then after the election, we were asking for Mike Igini, right? And then she called, she said, "Oh, he will come speak and all that." Mike Igini know that we set that rule for ourselves and said Beavers was going to be the game changer in the election, right? But after everything said and done, the doctor came up with this conclusion after observing, after clear observation. He observed very well and said, "You know what? We made the rule for ourselves, and we are the one that also break the rule." But where I will actually take deviances is that the criminals among us break the rule, Dr. CM. They are Nigerians, so don't get me wrong. They are Nigerians, but they are criminals. They may look like you and I, but they don't have what we have. They are criminals themselves, their wives, their children, their generation. They are all criminals. They are buyers, they are looters, destroyers. They are evil, they are satanic, and they are demonic. And pay attention, Nigerians. I'm going somewhere. You may think sometimes we laugh on this platform. We're here also to give ourselves joy and happiness. But I think I always like to pay attention to people's statements. Yesterday, after all said and done, somebody said, "Mr. Elvis, can we reduce the words satanic or evil or demonic?" And you ask yourself, why are they asking for such word to be reduced? If not that they are truly satanic, they are evil, and they are demonic. Because only a demonic agent, only a satanic instrument, only an evil person will see the suffering of his own countrymen and will pride on it. Because what most of them now do is that they pride on the sufferings of Nigerians. And that's what these guys are doing today. The issue of Emefiele, the issue of Abelo, the issue of fuel scarcity, the issue of the one in quotes, the one in power criminal in quotes, they are all just priding on the pains of Nigerians. Now, to what you have on the screen now, the CBN governor. Now, if you don't know it, in some way, he's this 37th governor of Nigeria because he is the governor of the central bank. Other governors sit and then legislate, they sit over their people, but he sits over the financial system of Nigeria. But what did he do with the financial system of that country? He helped destroy it more and more and more and more and more. Even though you have the presidents in court then in power that should, they connect together to do whatever they did because Emefiele will not grant contracts without Buhari's awareness. Even though he partakes with central bank, most of these things we brought to the table of the president. So Emefiele did everything he did in connivance with the person that sits in power at that point. But where is Buhari today? The guy is working free. And so you can say all you want to say for all that you care. For me, the issue of Emefiele, the issue of Abelo, the issue of fuel scarcity, the issue of Obaseki increasing minimum wage, these are the narrative they want you to play into. And like Mr. General said some days ago, the professor speak, he said, this media is a pander to the Nigerian politicians, the evil people. The Nigerian media, they pander into them. Hey, it will get to a time. You see Rufai that is in that studio. He will take off his jacket, take off his tie, and they will join protests. It will get to a time like that. Ruben Abati will remove his shoe, he will wear slippers or canvas and join the protest. Because when it gets to a time when Nigerians cannot have anything to eat anymore, these guys will become their breakfast. And we keep saying it here for their own good, but it's like every time you speak, they don't understand. And that's why someone like Adams Oshiomhole can stand with with lack of respect and integrity and talk about a thief talking about a thief. Then who is the thief? An evil person, a demonic agent that should be able to your people saw you that you can do for them. They saw you and you went there and destroyed their collective will. Is it the stealing? You don't say why he was a governor. Is it about the woman on the highway that he said he doesn't care about? Is it about the evil that he did when he was NLC president? And now he's talking about Yabelo. Hey, the question is Oshiomhole. You said if anybody join APC, their sins are forgiven. Are there sins that APC cannot forgive? Maybe the sins of Yabelo cannot be forgiven, and the sins of David Umai can be forgiven, or the sins of someone who can be forgiven. Maybe they are now category of sins that APC can forgive. That's where I dropped my conclusion. Maybe there are sins they cannot forgive because he said it. And he also he is also a looter. Obaseki said it, 30 billion naira water storm project. And somebody is saying that Obaseki was just trying to make politics. Well, if it was politics or not politics, he said it, that Oshiomhole stole money in Edo State. Let's even leave the issue of 30 billion water storm project. If they bring the book out today, if they open the book today, we have a financial analyst here, Mr. Jonathan. Open the book and then conduct a forensic audit on Oshiomhole's regime while he was on seat in those states. Conduct forensic audit and tell me if Oshiomhole will not be found wanting. The only one that stands tall and continue to stand among these people is Peter Gregory Obi. You can say all that you can choose to say all that you want to say that I care less. He continues to stand tall among them. These guys, they cannot match him. They cannot match him. And like Olumide Akpata said here on Sunday, he said, if you want to rule the people, you must have empathy, you must have compassion, you must have love for your people. Those are critical words said by Olumide Akpata on this platform when it came on Sunday. You must have empathy. These guys don't care about their own people. They lack empathy. They lack compassion. They lack dignity. They don't care about Nigerians. They only care about themselves. And Nigerians are just sitting there and they just relax, like as if nothing is happening.
Give us a mandate to round up.
Nigerians, all I will say to you, and I will echo what that Baba said, your country is for you to grab. Now they are building 1 kilometer of road for 40 billion naira. Tell me how it makes sense. Convert that to dollar. Tell me how it makes sense. Just make me see reason why you build 1 kilometer of road for 40 billion naira. Tell me how it makes sense. Tell me
all right.
How it makes sense. Minister of Power saying that if you reduce tariff, investors will not come. Do you care about foreign investors or about your people? You are an uncommon human being, Minister of Power. So I don't relate to the common people. I'll come back and talk to you soon. Thank you very much, my
Okay.
people. I yield the floor.
Okay. The next person, obviously, I don't know who comes, but let me follow the
Conscience.
screen. Okay, yeah, I'm
Conscience.
coming. So the next person, Mr. Conscience, you are starting at 7:41, so 8 minutes from
One
now.
now, we did that in Elu.
Oh, sorry. You are starting at 7:41, 8 minutes
You
now
have
from
already
now.
taken, you have already taken my 1 minute, Mr. CM.
I didn't take anything. Please, just start. Just start. It's too early for now. Please, thank
Okay,
you.
I thank all of you. You know, sometimes you have to laugh. Well, Mr. CM, Mr. Les, Black Panther, all of the, I don't know that my business. So I don't know other people. They are all the hope panelists. May God bless all of you for coming. I thank. I also thank Mr. Dr. Evis. Well, Nigeria problem. If you don't laugh, the person may die. You laugh also is a problem. But Nigeria problem is very complex. Very, very complex. Well, let me borrow what you, Mr. CM, said the other time. Let people start organizing themselves, start talking to each other. Because the country is somehow, it's not moving and it will not move. I'm not wishing Nigeria bad, I'm wishing Nigeria good. But if you are somebody who sees far and the rest, or somebody who has been following Nigerian politics, you will see that things are difficult to work. Well, let me start in this way. Corruption. Is Tinubu fighting corruption? No. Tinubu is a criminal. He's the master of corruption himself. If Tinubu is fighting corruption, even somebody like what do he?
It's
Mr.
okay.
CM, Mr. CM,
Yeah,
can I interject a bit?
No, don't say
I don't know whether he's.
Yeah,
No, allow anybody to flow. In fact, I should have said it.
Is
Allow
NNPC the
anybody to.
meeting money?
We will
No.
give time for
Why
for
is
the.
Kyari doing there in
We will give time
NNPC?
for rebuttals.
What is the
No,
man at?
if you retrieve a statement, there's a statement you made that calling the president.
Hold on.
Anyone?
No. Please, excuse me. Hold on, Mr. Consign. When somebody is speaking, allow the person to flow. Note whatever he said down. Everything is recorded. If you want him to withdraw any statement, we will give time for it. When you come back, you remind him. I want things to flow because interjection and counter interjection makes everywhere rowdy. In the end, we waste more time than we had. Thank you, Mr. Consign. I give you
I
1 minute
said
extra. Thank you.
the president is a criminal. He's a international criminal.
Hello?
Even the wife is also international criminal. The senators, all of them, are international criminals. Abu, this Kyari that is an NPC. What is that Kyari doing there? Representing the interest of the caliphate. All the money that is coming to NPC, where are those money? Where are those money? Why is that man still there? Representing the interest of the caliphate. This man working at the SSS, DSS. What is that? Why is that man continuing there? These are the hardship men of Buhari, and that's why they are still returned. That's why they are still there today. So it's unfortunate where the country is going to. And NPC, upon the removal of the subsidy, people have their money, but they cannot speak the petrol. So now the country have no light. The country have no good roads. The country have nothing at all. The country have everything that works in other people's country. It doesn't work in Nigeria. But the shameful thing is that most of the people abroadians support this government. They continue to support this government in the name of APC, in the name of maybe a Yoruba or what. Most of them that support this people, they don't even check their conscience. Sometimes you start looking at, are these people really human beings? When you want to know the mind of some people, you cry for Nigeria. Go to this one man go to the devil, hell. When you go there and see some people voting us nonsense in their mouth, you see that is where you see where the country is going to. Because I'm a Yoruba, I have to support evil. Because I'm a Yoruba, I have to support. Why? What? I don't know. When you go to that place and listen just 10 minutes, you may even cry. I say, are these people who are talking here, are did they where's their senses? Today, one tribe is buying people in Nigeria. They don't even see that. I was watching the news today. I see in Nimbo in Enugu, the Fulanis, when they are crossing, start shooting people. About more than people dead. Women are crying. These are crying. But I want to say it now. These people that are crying, these Easterners, West Southerners, and this, are you put their hands are they tied? Fight these people will kill you, but buy them back. Don't be crying and crying. Don't what only one tribe can be killing people in Nigeria, and everybody keep quiet. They should rise up and take it on with these people. They're human beings. But those people buying our people, and the people keep quiet and crying. Which cannot cry. The governors are just those criminal governors are doing nonsense. Wait, sorry. We do this. They're not doing anything. It's very painful that only one people will going around buying people in Nigeria and people keep quiet. Instead, some people will just rise up and start talking nonsense. People like Seul. I don't know where that boy is coming from. Whether it's a prodigal son, I don't know. He can't even reason. The father was reasoning. That one cannot reason. Everything come out in the DC because now social media have come. People have the right to talk. You can't talk nonsense because you're a human being. Now I come to PDP. It's unfortunate that this thing is not here today. Because it's unfortunate that somebody talk about PDP. The problem we have today in Nigeria is that PDP. If the PDP were good, we can't be in this problem today. Even if they lost the election and they are good people, they're supposed to be a good opposition. They're supposed to be tackling whatever this government is doing, but they're not doing it. Instead, they're dancing with APC. A whole look at all of them from A to Z. Wike is rigoroing them. They can't stand up. Human beings like them. Those people are fools. They can't even stand up and remove that and put their house in order. Remove that Wike. Who is Wike? Wike is who? Now they have become Aburo party like APC. APC is Aburo, full of Aburo. Now that PDP has come Aburo again. Even their own Aburo is the worst. Because if PDP today put their house in order, organize themselves very well, at least we can see a good. If people are blaming LP, if PDP were good, LP representatives could have joined them together and they could have made a better position. But because they are not good, that's why LP also are doing their senators are doing nonsense.
A minute more. Concerns. 1 more minute.
My brother, are you serious? Now, let me go back to this. Now, I want to talk about our Southern brothers, South and so on. South and so they said Igbos are dominating. Igbos will dominate them. South. Let them tell me how many oil wells they have. They just give them to guide the this thing, their oil, and the Fulanis are taking their oil. If these people had been joining their brothers, and they could have known how their place could have been today. You have to join somebody who's progressive and progress with him, not criticizing that person for nothing. How many oil wells they have? Nothing. They don't have anything. The people who are controlling the oil wells are in the north. Instead of them to join, their brothers can do the right thing. They don't want. Me coming here every time to talk because I I like the Benin people, not because of anything. The Benin people know they stand for the right. Sometimes they stand for the right. But if any people who doesn't stand for that, I don't used to go to those people. Yoruba people, they are good. Let me finish, my brother. Just give me 1 minute, please.
I've given you a minute now. I gave
no,
you
but
because of
that
my
man was
interjection.
deceiving me before.
That's why I gave you a minute extra. That's why I said I give you a minute extra.
Okay,
Please.
but I
Okay.
wanted to say something.
It's okay. Your time is up. Please, just don't
Okay,
mind.
fine, no
Don't mind.
problem.
There will be time again. After give us a mandate concern, I think the next person should be Black Panther. I'm going like this. Leftward now on the list. Black Panther. Then, as Black Panther is speaking, Jonathan, get ready after you, Prince Collins, Madam Luke, and then Abdul Malik. So, Black Panther, are you here? Please.
Yeah.
Hey, please, your time starts now, 7:51 p.m. And
Don't
there's
worry, I'm not
noise.
going to use too much time.
There's noise where you are. Oh dear.
Black Panther, you can't speak now because the noise on your background is disruptive. Please.
Okay, I'll go after the
Okay.
next person.
Better
Okay,
now.
please.
That's what you should have said, sir.
Okay,
Thank
please,
you.
we mute you. Jonathan, are you there? Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, I start you at 7:52.
Oh, okay. All
8
right.
minutes. 8 minutes.
Okay, Oga CM. Thank you very much, Dr. CM. I really appreciate it. I greet all the panelists there. I greet all those that are on the comment section as well, and all those that have spoken and the callers. Thank you very much. Welcome. I just want to say this. I want to start with this interview. I think there was about 5 minutes interview or so on Arise News that Mr. Elvis presented the interview with the oil, the petrol retailers, and one of the one lady from an advocacy group or so. Let me say this first of all, Nigeria. Let me just start by let's get it straight. NNPC is not the sole importer of petrol in Nigeria today. Let's just get that straight. That is a lie that they are using to support the bigger lie of subsidy removal. It's part of the lies. It's a scheme. NNPC today is not the sole importer of petrol. Period. So,
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Yes, sir. The lady's name is Faith.
Faith. Okay.
She's the executive director of Center for Transparency and Advocacy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. I know she said something like NNPC. Dr. Abati asked him the question, and Abati is aware. He knows, and he was. I believe that Abati was expecting that the woman will confirm what he knows. But the woman, to my utmost disappointment, or surprise, I'm not disappointed, surprise. The woman herself still, she said NNPC is still the sole importer. No, NNPC is not. NNPC is not the sole importer. Petroleum product, PMS, is being imported into Nigeria today from other, petrol companies as well in Nigeria. And it took me 2 weeks actually to do some findings. It took me 2 weeks because before I put it out there, I have to be sure. It took me 2 weeks. So that when people now hear what is being said, they will just only hear and then want to come and, come up with a rebuttal or come up with just to argue. You cannot win that argument because it will be one of two things. It is either you don't know what you are saying, or you are just arguing for the sake of arguing alone. Arguing. That's all. Today, about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, when we started seeing the Naira dropping, I really don't want to say much. Then I try to, get into it. But as of today, what is happening in Nigeria is a very serious problem. A very serious one. Nigeria is supporting the Naira. They are supporting the Naira. At the same time, they are paying subsidy. These two items require dollar. These two items are dollar-denominated expenditure to support the Naira and to continue to pay subsidy. These are two monsters. Get it right, people. These are two giant monsters. Nigeria cannot, it's not sustainable one must lay low for the other. But the Nigerian government, because of the desperation, they took the money that is left meant for the subsidy that they have been using for the past few months to support the subsidy. When Naira was dropping, they had no choice. They tapped into it and started using it. Now the chicken has come home to roost. They got to pay the subsidy again to these guys. So the scarcity you are seeing, this is the root cause of the problem, but they will come up with all the lies in the book. I love it. Rufai said something today on Arise. He said it is the same press statement, the press release they have been using for the past 5 years. It's just that they just bring it out once there is scarcity. They don't even revise it. They don't even review it. They don't change the dates. And they will just pop it out. The same statement. What a brilliant journalistic work. The same press statement. And it is the same thing you will hear today. Nothing has changed. So that is the problem we have right now. And there is no hiding place. These two cannot be sustained. No way. It is not possible. One must give way for the one of them must give way. It is like if they want to continue paying the subsidy discreetly under the table, fine, continue doing it. After all, you have been doing it for more than 6 months. Continue doing it. But to now, at the same time, want to be supporting the Naira, then that is deadly for Nigeria. The money for subsidy payment is being used or has been used for Forex. It's also being used for Forex. So importers, so here's the bottom line. Importers are not being paid their subsidy payment, or they are not getting the guarantees. So they aren't bringing in any damn petrol. So Cardozo must sit down now and they have to figure it out. You have to pay these people their money and forget about supporting the Naira. Let the Naira be flowing the way it will flow. This is the dilemma that Nigeria is in right now. This is the problem. The bigger problem, this is even one problem, as monstrous as this problem that I've just highlighted is, there is also even a bigger one. The refineries are not working in Nigeria. So Nigerians, they just have to get up. This is just the beginning.
A minute more, Jonathan.
It's going to get so fast like that. It's going to get worse. See, refineries are not working, and crude oil theft is still ongoing on a daily basis. How do you want to put that together? How? The crude oil theft is going. Refineries are not working. Nigerians are clamoring for refineries to work. Which crude oil will go to these refineries? Which crude oil they will use to produce petrol out of these refineries if theft do not stop? It's not possible. So you can see why. Unfortunately, that's where we find ourselves. Finally, let me quickly dwell on this matter.
Your time is off. Your time is off.
All right. Okay. There's no problem. I think. Dr. CM, are you sure I spent 8 minutes?
No, 10 seconds you spent. when you they give lecture. Okay.
Mr. Jonathan.
Mr.
Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
You know, so not believe they bottle and they cheat every time. Our guy saying is quicker than me.
You know what? Now Garcia and they always complain for time. Now they cheat people.
As you're doing that analysis, you don't know that time is going.
No, man.
But I like that one. Now 10 seconds. Now you spend.
They give us own lecture where Rufai don't give us. Anyway,
thank you.
The next person should be Prince Collins.
I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
Okay, Prince Collins, hold on. Black Panther, your time starts now. A
Yeah,
minute past 8.
thank you, Nigeria Watch. Thank you, Mama in Diaspora. Thank you, the patriots on the set. May God bless every one of you and all that protocol observed. I want to say here, Mr. Jonathan have dealt on the economic part. I'm going to deal on the political part and the tribal part of Nigeria problem. I have always spoke here, and anytime I speak, please, everyone should go and investigate it within your media, ask questions and other things. You see, the driver of Nigeria's seat of problem is the cabal. And what is the name of this cabal? It's called the Arewa Group. They decided to carve out to have the Arewa Group established and registered cabal in Nigeria. They decided to do that because they don't want to put any altar or trace to the caliphate. They don't want to stay in the caliphate, and they don't want to have a trace down to the caliphate. That is why they form the Arewa Group, which is the problem, the driver of the seat of Nigeria. You see, most of us are getting feedback, but we don't know the dimension of the problem we are. Nigeria is in a great problem, a very great one that if you go into the world economy and do your research, any country that have gone through this dimension of problem, go through it and tell me what the end point is and was. I want to state here now, 95% of your oil well is owned by the Arewa Group. They want to sustain that because they are after the wealth of Nigeria. They don't give a damn about Islamatization or so-called. They want to arrest the people so that they can annex the wealth. They have a time duration because they know that this country called Nigeria, you have well over 120 million Christians. My brother, if you talk about Islamization or putting one peg of Islam, putting Muslim, that is not the dimension they're after. They have a time frame. They want to arrest everything that will not make them sustain and steal your oil and your resources. That is what they're after. And when they are done with that, they will calmly say they are ready to go. Because what I said here, I said there are two ways we can have peace in Nigeria. No matter what you do, if you want to stand on this trajectory, I will bet my resources on it. It will never have a way. The two ways there to remove all this mesmerizing organization, PLC of your NNPC, all this gallivanting around, stealing the oil money, come here with scarcity, all those sort of crap. It's two ways. One is either you converge to have ethnic dialogue and forge ahead to have a great institution by having a constitutional conference. Two, the other way out, which is going to be easy, is for us to invoke and bring forward the constitutional conference that was set up by GEJ. The reason I'm saying this is very easy. The smoke is just coming up. The conference that they had, that Buhari did not attend, but they have about 3 or 4 past presidents there. They said that it's time for us to have state policing, that there's no argument about it. There's no room for argument. That was the statement of GJ in that conference because he gave a speech. But many, the oligarch, the cabal, the Arewa, we're saying, what kind of ammunitions are we going to give them? That's a red flag. That's the red flag. They don't want it. So what you have, because they know if you have state policing, their plan of arresting the people so that they can steal the work will be deterred, will be stopped by 50%. Because they cannot move from the middle bed. They can't move ahead again because they will be stopped from there. And one thing I heard from the internet, they said, oh, they will never let the South go because of the waterway system. That when they want to bring in their import their goods, they need the waterway system. That no government or no tribe will allow the North will not allow it to go. That is a lie of the pit of hell. They are trying to distract your attention. What they're after is the resources. Because there are so many countries that don't have waterway system, but they are better than Nigeria. Their economy is flourishing than Nigeria. You can go ahead to research that. But what I want to tell you today, what is happening in Lagos State, the coastal highway, it is all about my tribe want to do and drive other people out. Remember what the vice president said. He said they are going to move the Igbo people out of Lagos. They are still continuing with that. That is why when I ask a question, whose businesses have been affected? Whose homes have been affected? It is the homes of the Easterner. It is the home of the Middle Belt. It is the home of you and I, the Edolite. We should be very vigilant. Every resources you have, make sure you develop your own state. Go on your governors to build roads, water, power, because we don't know when the clock will ring for us all. Because if they continue to sustain the theft of Nigerian resources to bring all these shenanigans of strike, when nation that is one of the 10th richest oil producing nations in the world is suffering. Poverty rate, yes, poverty rate it has blown the roof. We have surpassed Venezuela now, and we have a time limit. I pray to my God that it doesn't go the other way, the Jerry Rawlings way, because I've always said here, the military are divided, and when that division decide to come into the physical world and let every one of us see it, it might be what will bring out tears in our eyes. I never wish for that. But the way we are going, it's a done deal. It might happen. The clock is ticking. We should prepare our mind and we should say to ourselves, develop your own state and region. Because the Arewa group, I hear you, just a second. The Arewa group will never, until they fulfill what they have designed, they will never give up. And your state police might not come up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you. As we are going, I think the next person should Prince Collins. Please, why I had to sort of highlight it earlier before you start speaking is you can be able to even time yourself too if you have a timepiece next to you, and then you'll be able to compress your thoughts. This is not the final rounds. We will come back for something like a debunk or rebuttals if you have any before we now go to final rounds. So that's where it will make it a little bit organized and stream very flows quite smoothly. So Prince Collins, if you are with us, or maybe you are having
yeah.
Okay, you are here. So I start you at 20 and 8:11. Thank you.
Okay. Let me stand on existing protocols. Greet everyone. What I want to say, actually, I have to go straight to the point so that I can use my time judiciously. You see, I start with personalities like Emefiele, Emefiele or whatever name they call him. It's one of the heartless personalities we have in this country. Looking at the money he squandered, the money he misused, the money he wasted just as CBN governor. It is
it is disheartening. It is a failure of the government in totality, because the central bank is the powerhouse of any nation. When you get it wrong there, you hardly get it right in other areas, because that is where the national economic planning starts. To the extent that people started dying close to the end of his tenure because of useless policies that are irrelevant, that does not, insensitive policies that does not even, talk about or put into consideration the people they are made to serve. It's a pity. Imagine others that are loyalists of the incumbent governor, just as incumbent government, that are not being indicted, just as it used to be right from time. Those that are loyal to incumbent government, that are not being indicted, that are not being questioned. People that have no atom of empathy and sympathy for the people that elect and select them into office. But at the same time, it is funny to have people that have great passion and love for their immediate family, to an extent that they will do everything in their capacity to frustrate their immediate neighbors, to make sure that their immediate family is living a luxury life, not even a good life, luxury life. Imagine a governor of a state that is number 27 in children out of school and poverty rate, a state where there is no education for the poor. Salaries has not been paid to workers, to the extent that certain people or persons protested that 7 years their salary has not been paid. Yet a governor is paying school fees, allegedly, for his children with hundreds of thousands of dollars, paying many years ahead. It is sad and it's very painful to see heartless people of this nature. Even if the country has no law, written law, even if we live in a nation whereby, or live in a world whereby there is no control, people should have heart. How can human beings be heartless? How can they be so evil to this extent? How can people? Is it this kind of people that will come and accuse a kidnapper or somebody that is looking for his stomach infrastructure by way of stealing a goat or a hen? People like this, they accuse them. And these same people or persons, Yahya Bello particularly, I'm talking about, he came to say he's suspecting a foul play when he has invited him for interrogation. This is a total disregard for the rule of law, which is another offense added to the offense he has committed. And Nigerians are sitting down saying, yes, people are supporting him. Some people that he has mortgaged his destiny, mortgaged their incoming generation destiny already. He has already taken the money that is made for them. They are supporting him. Some are working spiritually to support. In fact, what kind of nation are we living in? Are people that are so vulnerable and daft to that extent that they don't even know what to do? Is it only Nigeria that politicians has weaponized poverty against the people? No. But Nigerians are so gullible to the extent that they forget where they are coming from. So because of that, they will never know where they are going. I will imagine how we are going to get out of this kind of thing. Why will Oshomole not come out to talk the way he did? Why? Because he is surprised, just as other politicians that with all the political shenanigans, with all the high level of corruption, people are still not aware of what to do. That is why people like Oshomole will come out and say, oh, this is what you need to do, or what you didn't do. If you look at the way he lashed the last speaker to whom he was contesting, you will see in his body language that he has too much confidence, because he's ashamed to see people still speak at that level at this time. Or someone that I know, if he was a labor leader or not, he was not part of political terrain right now, he would have been able to pull down the roof of certain places, which I know he's confident enough to do that. Because if I remember Oshomole when he was in labor, I know what he did, even military and after military regime. So he's surprised. That is why you see him coming boldly to talk the way he's speaking. He see Nigerians as people that are so weak after all they've done. These people, they can't even speak. When he speaks, most time when he's talking, in fact, he's the most eloquent member of House of Senate, the eloquent senator right now. This is from me to you. He's the most eloquent senator right now. He's so confident to speak to people, to speak to whoever you want to speak with, because you know that Nigerians, they are too weak. He can't. It's even left for him to come and use slap to wake certain people up. That is why he's speaking the way he's speaking. People go scot-free for evil. People are rich for no reason. They celebrate sabotage, celebrate people that are involved in thwarting the effort of good governance. It's a pity that Nigeria is like this. And whenever I think of it, I do have sleepless nights.
Well, a minute more, please. One more minute.
So it is very, very sad to still see that things are going this way and nobody is talking. And the youths are just there talking about celebrities, Davido, talking about whiskey, social media, what do you call it? TikTok and
Oga Prince. Oga Prince.
Yes, bro.
Can you hear me? Are you aware, sir, that I commented on the platform, one of the big platforms today, on what you're talking about now concerning Davido and Whiskey's fight? And I told them that the energy that you guys are putting in to talk about this rubbish, absolute rubbish, it would have been better to talk about the fuel scarcity and the situation in Nigeria. Trust me, all of them came under my comment, insulted
they will lash
me.
you.
The beat where they beat me, my brother.
They will start lashing you.
I'm still trying to recover.
Can you imagine that? No, it's true. It's true. You cannot make any nasty comment against what they're doing. And they are just sleeping.
Prince Collins,
their rights
sorry, sir, if I can say this.
Their attention has been mortgaged.
Prince Collins.
Let him finish. Hold on, him finish.
Mr. Elvis, all this waka, they go places by yourself. They carry bodyguard, they follow body.
Please.
Next time you want to go call Black Panther, call me. Call the subject.
It's okay.
They beat me where.
No worry. Next time call us, we'll follow, join you, go the place.
So my brother is sadly is very painful. I think I will stop now. Maybe when I have my second chance to begin to discuss the solution. It's very sad. It's very sad. People need to wake up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prince Collins. I think next is Madam Luke. If you are still with us, maybe you left. 10 minutes, 8 minutes from now.
I'm still here. Good evening, good afternoon, Mommy Diaspora. Good afternoon, Mr. Elvis.
Madam Luke, good evening, man. Thanks
good
for joining
evening.
us.
No problem. I say make I show today since most of my patients do not want to be seen. So I'm like, that's fine with me. I'm coming home to my other home. So I greet you all, commentators, viewers, and of course the callers. Good to be here again. And I have been listening out in my car, and I'm like, you know, I have to give a big kudos to Mr. Concerns. I know we have to obey the rules of the forum, and as dictated by the powers that be. They will tell you it is YouTube rules. But these same rules, YouTube does not apply when they're insulting Donald Trump and other places in their own country. They don't apply those rules. But when it comes to Nigerians, we have rules all of a sudden.
Not mind them. They are being sentimental, you know,
Yes.
because these useless rules that they are giving to us, don't say this, don't say this. When it comes to some certain people, they don't apply it.
No, not even certain people. They can't even dare apply it to their own. If you go on YouTube, you will hear the kind of things that both Biden, Trump, in fact, anybody is fair game. But when we come here, they will tell us you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say that. So kudos to Mr. Concerns. I'm not going to repeat what you said, but I'm going to try to go around it in a roundabout fashion. We all come out here every day and say Nigeria is a crime scene. Nigeria is a crime scene. Who are the criminals? Who are the people perpetrating the crime? Is it me? Is it you? You have a drug baron in power. Someone who has lived his life all through crime with a partnership, Bonnie and Clyde wife. The perfect team. The perfect match made in satanism and made in hell. We're talking about people like Emefiele. We're talking about people like Oshiomhole. I mean, Nigeria is a big crime scene and we are ruled by criminals, whether we like it or not. And now you're talking about the youth. You don't blame the youth because they have no role models. We have no role models in Nigeria, so we don't even know what good governance is. Everyone is for their stomach, everyone is for safety, and everyone is for self-preservation. As long as it's good for them, it's not good for anybody else. Everybody on your own. And I'm not here. I don't even want to discuss whatever is going on because we have heard this many times. Refinery not working, gas shortage, economic, this one, that one, borrowing money, no means of floating, no means of cushioning the night. We know all these things. Elections are coming in Edo State. Of course, we know what's going to happen. Mr. Olumide Akpata is aware. Of course, there's going to be massive rigging there. Are the other people ready to defend their mandates? No. So what do we expect? What do we expect? We're saying may the best person win. May the best person win. When has the best person ever won in Nigeria? Except for places like Abia, where the people practically put their foot down. Where in the 36 states of Nigeria has that happened? Except maybe in Kano, where they warned APC not to try themselves. How many states can do that? Can say, you know what? If you try it, you will see anyhow. How many states can do that? But when you're taking the power out of the people, what do you expect? Mr. Niger Watch said he went to a major platform and was talking about the youth and everything. You know, these are the same youth that came out at NSAS and they were bloodied and you want them to come out again with nobody to protect them. How is that going to happen? That is why I don't know. I come out here to ask, what is the way forward? Because we are living in a place where we have been browbeaten, we have been subdued, we have been maligned, we have been captured. And then you're talking about minimum wage of 70,000. At this stage in life, we're talking about minimum wage of 46. What I used to buy dog food for 2 weeks is what a human life has been reduced to. A woman, a family with children going to school. Most of the patients I saw today were in independent or assisted living facilities. These are people that were discharged from the hospital. They don't have no business being in the hospital. They send them home. The doctors go to see them there. We all go to see them there so they don't go to the hospital. If you see where they live, like hotel, these are seniors. What the government is doing for them to make sure they have a better quality of life after working so hard. Unlike our pensioners that die on the hot sun, waiting to complete 10 years arrears. And they're talking about 70,000 naira minimum wage. For who? For what? Are we not ever tired of taking palliatives? When are we going to learn to say no? That's not what we need. And people were coming here clapping for 70,000. That is a step in the right direction. Celebrating mediocrity. It has got to a stage, if you like, increase that money to 500,000. It's not going to do nothing. You can't pay rent. You can't pay school fees. You can't do nothing. We need amenities. We need boarding houses. We need facilities for the elderly. We need infrastructure. We need to create jobs. Don't keep giving the people fish. Teach them how to fish so they can sustain themselves. That is what it's all about. But does the Nigerian government have any policies to empower the people? We spent 5 hours the other night with Tiobala talking about wealth distribution. And he was telling us how to create. He was talking about creating wealth instead of distributing wealth. Nigerians have no problem creating wealth. It's to distribute it, so that it goes from one pocket of the haves to the have-nots. And the only way you can do that is to bridge that gap, where the facilities they don't have to pay for, so they have more take-home income to take care of themselves and save for a rainy day. How many Nigerians have a saving power? How many? Everybody's eating from hand to mouth, and you're handing over 70,000 naira palliatives that cannot even buy a bag of rice. And you're telling me it's an improvement. It is insulting. And I've said it many times. We are not going anywhere. We go nowhere. Because criminals, yes, criminals like Bola Ahmed Tinubu are ruling the country. He has a criminal record and there's no turning around it. We can say it because the YouTube people, they have criminals that they're prosecuting right now in their own system, and they're telling us not to talk. The same kind of gagging that we have to go through, that we cannot call people to order. Yes, YouTube, I'm talking to you. Go and clean the criminals in your own house. You don't talk to them, but you come and tell us how to rule our country and how to call our own leaders because you think we are fools. So on a final note, I've said it. That is why Nigerians need drastic measures. The youth can't do it.
A minute more.
Yes, the youth cannot do it. The Agbayas cannot do it. The dead cannot do it. The unborn cannot do it. So where do you go? All-round failure and a total atmosphere of hopelessness and doom. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madam Luke. Yes, so far I think we are left now with Abdul Malik. So Abdul Malik, if you are still with, it's off. Okay, Chris Dublin, and I don't know, was the thing reshuffled? Okay, Chris Dublin. Chris.
Yes, I did. Yeah, can I talk?
Okay, hold on. I thought I saw Abdul Malik. Anyway, when he comes back. So Chris Dublin, welcome to the show today. 8 minutes. I time you at 8:29. You can start now. Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Okay.
My name is Chris. I'm speaking from Dublin, and I just want to say thank you, everybody on the panel, on the comment section, everybody. Mr. Nanjaros, thank you for the work you do. I think next time you have to take the advice of give us our mandate. If you are going to the war front, come with your generals. You have a lot of them here.
Brother,
and good evening, Mommy Diaspora.
Like this, as I they talk so now, that they use hot water, they massage my body for you. They beat me for
Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Everybody on the comment section, everybody listening to us everywhere, all over the world. Well, I think it's typical of Nigerians. I'll just take it from where Madam Luke stopped. You know, we like chasing shadows. We've left the elephant, the masquerade, the big masquerade, and we are dancing and chasing over the things that are not important. For example, it's shocking that people are celebrating the pursuit. I don't even call it trial. I call it the pursuit of Emefiele. Because how come that can't we just see that Emefiele cannot do anything that is accused of without the express approval of the President of the Federation? It is there in the CBN Act. To make it even worse, the President came out on national television to tell everybody that whatever Emefiele is doing, that he was the one that authorized him to do those things. And yet we keep still blaming Emefiele. The blame I have for Emefiele is because he could have resigned. He had the opportunity to resign, but he refused to. But does that mean he's not corrupt? No, he's corrupt also. He's very, very corrupt. But what I'm saying is that we shouldn't use this as a yardstick to celebrate that the present administration, they are fighting corruption. You know, the government, they understand us so well that all they just need to do is to throw crumbs at us. And everybody will go haywire celebrating. Like the 70,000 naira that was thrown to Edolites. And people are saying we should celebrate the governor for that. The same way Oshomole understands all of us. They wake up, they look for things that we can dance around, they throw it at us, and we all start dancing. The next thing, we start fighting each other over what is right, over what is wrong. There are so many people that stole under Buhari, and they are all working as free people. What about Tunde, the personal PA to Buhari? We know how much that guy stole. But on the eve of the handover, Buhari took that guy to London. Until today, that guy is there. Then all we do every day is to talk about Emefiele. Yes, it is not about trying to exonerate him, not at all. It's about time that we wake up as a people to begin to look at issues critically. We begin to look at issues in a very robust manner. For example, the 70,000 naira of Obaseki, the increment, are we saying it is bad? No, but it is ill-timed. But that 70,000 naira cannot solve the problem of the people. If you have as much as that, 30,000 naira extra for all civil servants, that is how much? It means you have 3 billion naira to spare every month. Why not channel that? If you really mean well for the people, why not channel that 3 billion naira properly into other activities that everybody in the state will benefit from? Of course, he wouldn't do that because he has one purpose. It's a way of buying votes. And then the people are celebrating that we should thank him for this one that he has done. If people refuse to use their brain properly, then you should allow those that are ready to use their brain, you allow them to use their brain. Look at Oshomole, for example, now. Look at all the rubbish Oshomole was spewing at that conference. Now, the issues are clear. This is the same Oshomole. The person Oshomole brought out as the APC candidate was the same person Oshomole employed as a commissioner and sacked that person after 3 months for corruption. Then later, the same Oshomole brought out the same person to represent the APC, and that person actually won the primaries illegally, for example. It's just that they have to revert it. But the same person now is the deputy governor aspirant in the APC, ably supported by Oshomole. And in the same vein, Obaseki, that has called Oshomole a thief, has also named a labor house after Oshomole. You can see this whole web. They are all entangled together. They are all in this together. So we, as much as we try as much as we can to kind of separate Obaseki, Oshomole, APC, PDP. It is simply not working. It can't work. We have to tell ourselves the truth. They are all birds of the same feather. And what do? They will flock together. No matter how you look at it, they are going to flock together. We cannot separate these people. See, the good people of Edo State and Nigerians, the issues before all of us, the issues are clear. It is either we choose to continue in the old way or we choose to do things differently. Today, as we stand at the crossroad of our nation's destiny, I think we hold in our hands the power to shape our collective future. Nobody is going to do it for us. No Western world is going to do it for us. We face a critical decision now. It's either we cling to the tired ways of the past or to embrace the promise of a new dawn. Come on, what is wrong with us? For too long, we have suffered under the weight of broken promises and failed policies from both the PDP and the APC.
One more minute, Chris.
Okay, I'm just rounding up now. So my people, as we round up, let me remind all of us, we have a chance to break free from the shackles of the past and chart a bold new course forward. It is time to rise up and demand change. Real change, I mean real change, not the kind of the APC, PDP change. In this vein, in this connection, good people of Edo State, I call upon each and every one of you to cast your ballot for Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. With passion in his heart and fire in his eyes, he's ready to move the state forward. Akpata embodies the spirit of hope and renewal that our nation so desperately craves.
Your time is up.
Under his leadership, we can dare to dream of a new Edo State. So let us stand together in solidarity. Vote for Barrister Olumide Akpata. Vote for change. Together we can do this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. So far so good. At least on balance of whatever we've been doing well. At least we've all been in terms of following the rules, which is good. So now should be unfinished business. I will call it unfinished business in the sense that there will be 2 minutes for rebuttals or debunking certain things. That is not we still go back. It doesn't mean everybody will speak unless you have, or that's why I call it unfinished business. 2 minutes for you to 1 moment for you to debunk or issue rebuttals on what you have people say or what you meant earlier. Yes, Jonathan.
Yeah, I just want to say this to the people that are, gyrating for Olumide Akpata now. I have this to say. Your footprint is all over the place now. Remember, we are going to play it back. And you must be ready to defend Olumide Akpata to the end. All your footprint. I'm not going to debate you on Olumide Akpata because why?
Neither are we going to debate it too.
I'm not supporting. The reason is this.
Allow one person at a time, please.
Yeah, the reason is this. The reason is because I'm not supporting any candidate. So I'm not going to debate you or stop you from supporting your own candidate. However, you must be ready to defend all your footprint that you are leaving now. That is the time I will debate you. Someone
Dr.
like me.
Ken, can I respond?
Yeah. One moment, let him finish. Thank you, Jonathan. Like we said, it's not everybody, but if you have need, let's just be adult, let's just be matured. So if you have need to rebut anything,
can I have 2 minutes?
No, wait. I think the next person is it. Give us a mandate who wants to speak.
I to be Mr. Chris. After Chris, then I'll come.
Okay, Chris, have your time if you want to rebut or
Mr.
the bomb
Jonathan,
Emeti.
Mr. Jonathan, listen very carefully. I'm not a politician. I'm not a regular politician. If Olumide Akpata is sworn in on the 1st of April, 2000 and whatever, and he start misbehaving on the 1st of April, the same time by 8 o'clock, by 9 o'clock, I'll be calling him out already. So you mean if Olumide Akpata becomes the governor and he start misbehaving, then I will go on a rampage. I'll start defending the indefensible. That
Are you
is
sure?
not me. I don't do that
Are you
kind
sure
of
about that?
politics.
Are you sure, Mr. Chris? Are you sure you are not going to say it's too early? Are you sure you are not going to say it's too early for him?
No,
Mr. Jonathan.
We should give him some time.
Listen, Mr.
No,
Jonathan.
Jonathan,
Antecedents
hold on.
matters a lot.
It's not that. Hold
Antecedents
on.
matters a
It's
lot.
not. You've made.
Dr. CM, can I
Okay,
talk?
thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. I know. Yes.
Okay, Dr. Sia, can I say something,
Quickly, we
please?
are talking.
We have a
Wait, one
queue.
more.
We have a
Just
queue.
hold on.
He
Everybody
has
say
finished.
just.
After Chris,
I
then
will.
me. After me, Black Panther.
Okay.
After Black Panther, then you can speak.
Abdul Malik is back,
Please,
Dr. CM.
please. Okay, is that Abdul? Where did you go now?
No. His network has been failing. Oga Malik's network has been failing. If he can speak now, that would be nice. Oga Abdul Malik, are you there? His network has been failing.
Can I
No, hold on. Hold on, Chris. Take it. I know where
But
you're headed.
Oga CM, everybody got talk.
And only Abdul Malik.
And so once everybody talk, you have to give everybody around again another 8 minutes.
No, I wanted a rebuttal session so that.
Wait, after the rebuttal test session now.
I know after the rebuttal session.
Do it your way, sir. Do it your way.
Yeah, exactly. So since Abdul Malik, anytime he comes in, I give him his first. Abdul Malik, are you with us now? Oh no. The network is quite unfair. Probably you need to log out and
let him go. Let him log out and come back.
And come back in. So, Chris, in the interest of peace, 1 more minute for whatever you are rebutting, then we can move to.
Mr. Jonathan, please, let's not try and be politically correct about this. The issues are clear. For Edo State, we have 3 candidates now. So you must have to choose between one or out of the 3 of them. So do you mean I should fold my hands and be waiting? For now, I have to go with Olumide Akpata for obvious reasons. APC is a no.
Okay.
And PDP the same thing. Now I'm going with Olumide Akpata. If you now make it up in future,
Dr. CM, just give me 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
I beg, don't do where people talk about.
No, excuse me. You see, listen. You know this rebuttal thing, I mean, introduce and using my own power. After all, it's not supposed to be.
It's very good. It's very good.
Yes. Why I have to? Because I said it is better allow anybody to flow. Just jot down whatever the person is saying. When it comes to rebuttal session, you can say, I'm rebutting what this person said. I disagree. Then after that, we go back to our normal round again. That's what. But if Unafi say it's not good, well, who are I? But I think it's good. So, yes. Chris, thank you, because if I give you a chance, you're not going to finish your Olumide Akpata agenda today. You go continue, but hold on. Thank you. The next one is okay. Give us a mandate. If you have anything to rebut within 2 minutes, please you do that.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, we have been on this for a very long time. Maybe not too long, but we know who you support. So you saying that you don't have candidates, I mean, for us, we know we will not dance your boogaloo.
Are you gaslighting me?
I'm not gaslighting you.
We
will not dance your
Jonathan.
You will not dance your boogaloo makaba dance.
Yes, Dr.
Jonathan, please mute. Just allow him mute.
Olumide Akpata, I said it in my submission. Came here and he told Edolite and Nigerians all over the world that when you don't have empathy, you don't have love and compassion for the people, you are not to govern them. Are you going to tell me about PDP or APC? Okay, so for someone like the APC guy, is it Monday Ikpeolo? And what do you want Edo to say? To vote for him or what? Now for the PDP, what's his name again? Is he? They say it's Aswen, right? To vote for him or what? Edo light. It is not the sickness of the eyes or the sickness of the mind. Your next governor is Barrister Olumide Akpata. That's the person that has the key.
Okay, thank
This
you.
guy
Thank you.
is a rock.
Okay,
You see, he
thank-
came here on Saturday and everywhere was cool, calm, and collected. People were listening with keen attention. Even Sam Emovo was listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So you are inviting trouble now. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. I think it's between Prince Collins and Black Panther.
I am the one. I am the one.
Okay, please,
I,
as
I,
it is. Hold on. As it is, please. I know, let's not let this not be the usual Nigerian thing of any small chance we abuse that. This is not a campaign session. It's just to rebut what somebody said and we disagree. So listen, and it's not everybody will speak. Or you may say, no, I don't have anything to rebut. I want to hear somebody say, no, there's nothing for me to rebut or debunk. We move. But everybody go use and embellish what he has said before. Well, now your time. 2 minutes, Black Panther, start now. Rebut what?
I just want to say the mind of Jonathan, Oga Jonathan, and just oppose it to relate it with what is going on here now. Oga Jonathan, Oga Jonathan is not for anybody yet. I can recollect when he was making statement about APC. He said categorically clear, APC is a no-go area. And if Oga Jonathan is chastising you or your opponent, he's chastising you for the good, for you to stand upright and refocus and re-engineer your kind of campaign, not the campaign of the old act that somebody was campaigning here and Nigeria was asking, you mean the man was giving rice? You see, not that you have to re-engineer. That is why he's posing question. And that is why he's working on your mind to re-engineer your kind of campaign, not the old type. And I believe in what he's doing now, and that is a good thing. You have to re-engineer your kind of campaign for your candidate, be truthful, be straight to the point, and answer the question without not being biased. Simple. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Black Panther. At least you stuck to the time. I'm so grateful for this. Thank you. Keep it up. The next person, I think Prince. Hey, Abdul Malik, please hold on, Prince Collins. Abdul Malik, because you haven't had the first chance for the first time. I think the network problem is the issue. Okay, Prince Collins, if indeed there's anything you want to rebut or debunk, you have the floor now for 2 minutes.
I just want to speak a little as regard to what I said, and there was a counter argument. The fact remains that the CBN. Let me quickly get this because I know that I saw this on my own. I'm not good at following what the law says, but the CBN. I know that it's supposed to be an independent institution. As a CBN governor, you are independent. You take decision on your own, and any decision you take, you will be responsible to it. So, if you are made to hold a position, not only the CBN, and you've been used because you have the opportunity to manipulate or compromise, when the time comes, you face it. You can't say the president asked you to do this and that. Then you did it, and they are probing you right now or dealing with you in the court. The president should be called upon. You resign. Tell the president you can't do it. Resign. You can't stay there and be compromising the nation, putting people in trouble. They are dealing with you. People are saying that, why should we talk about Emefiele? We are not referring to President Buhari. Was President Buhari the governor of Central Bank? He would have resigned if he was used. The problem we have in Nigeria is interference. It's a basic issue that is a big problem that must be checked. And the only way we can check such things is for those that is in the helm of affair in any ministry or any institution to reject the interference of those that are not relevant in that institution. That's the way it is done. So if Okay, you are telling me that the president should be responsible for the issue arising from the office given to people that want to compromise because they are greedy. You compromise is your greedy nature.
Okay.
I can come to your office now. You are holding the position. I come to your office. I tell you, look, come and do this. If you do it, at the end of the day, you'll be responsible because you are the number one man there. So let us not begin to say, oh, Buhari will go and call Buhari, will go and do this. Buhari is in his house already. He's used the Emefiele. Emefiele allow himself to be used. So it's an instrument of what do I call it? Please let me stop there.
Okay, thank you, Abdul Malik. Madam Luke, do you have anything to rebut? If not, I move on to Abdul Malik. Are you with us? What a shame.
Dr. Sam, can I?
Please,
okay, nothing. Anything to rebut?
Nothing to report at all. Go on, go on.
Okay.
Dr. Sam, can I respond?
Now, wait. Let me take my greeting. Now you, Jare. Now your own I like. So that if you don't get it, Chris. He said, "What do you want to rebut on again?"
No, see, Dr. Sam, you see the problem, the political problem. You know, we have a very huge political problem down south. This is it. I didn't say Emefiele was not corrupt. What I said is that it's selective persecution. Now, during the time of Jonathan, all these things happened under Jonathan, but they called him clueless for allowing those things to happen. In the time of Buhari, they separate Buhari from the people that did those crimes. But today, everybody still tagged Jonathan's administration as a corrupt administration because of that Arewa Caliphate connection. They made sure they rubbished him. Even everybody that stole under him, it was Jonathan's incompetence. But in Buhari's time, they are selecting people, and it's even specific people they are selecting. See, my own is that I'm not saying Emefiele is not corrupt. I'm talking about the politics involved in it. If you have to prosecute you have to prosecute everybody, because our oversabi in the south is what the North are capitalizing on to deal with us at every point in time, and we always fall into that contraption. Take Bitaidu, for example. What about the woman that shared billions when there was COVID, when children were at home? Those are the kind of things we are saying. If you want to fight corruption, let it be holistic. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. One moment. Hold on. One moment. This session concern. I don't know whether you heard about it. It's just 2 minutes for people to rebut or debunk what he had or what you needed to. Maybe
I
you
want
say
to say.
something.
I want to say something.
Okay, 2 minutes, please. That's what the session we are now. Oh yeah, you can go
My
on.
brother, this our south, our southeast and south. We have a problem there. This board person calling Emefiele. What Chris said, I am 1,000,000% in support of Chris. What he said. There is the minister for finance. He still billion. Even this man, what is governor of Kaduna State. Governor of Kaduna State started from a federal capital territory. He went to Kaduna and still control stealing. Nobody's bringing out that man. We have the man who's 300-something billion. Nobody's bringing out that man. There are many. So why are they not bringing out those people? Why are our people from the south talking about Emefiele and so on? Emefiele is corrupt. Everybody is there corrupt. Even the people, even those that ruled with them in the southeast, those corrupt. But to bring in that Emefiele that is this thing of hypocrisy of the Nigerian people and mostly the south. Tinubu cannot even bring out himself and his family. They steal more than anybody. So this thing of I don't talk about. I don't come here to talk about Emefiele. No. They know what to do. Short, okay. No problem.
Okay. So far, gentlemen and lady, thank you very much. Actually, on this, let me put this way because we are here to learn and then exchange ideas. I agree with what Prince Collins said. If you appoint me to any position or anybody, it's done in the Western world, and they specify this is your rule, this is the job specification. If there is interference and you really want to mean that you resign. Ukiwe was appointed by Babangida as Chief of General Staff. Babangida was doing underhand tactics in the hope that Ukiwe will support or they put it. The Ukiwe says he's not aware when they discussed that Nigeria should be part of OIC. He said no, he's not aware, and because of that, he resigned. With his honor, with his own, despite the fact that as number two, you can give contract, all this influence, he resigned. That is honor. He's done. It's done everywhere. So if that is the principle of what Collins is saying. So Emefiele would have, as a professional banker, would have said, no, I wouldn't do this. Rather, I mean, when you become the managing director of CEO of Zenith Bank, there's a position you get in life in Nigeria. Money, the food you are going to eat, influence is no longer anything to you. You are almost like a leader. But in Nigeria, everybody has to play along. Maybe he was playing along in the hope that he will contest APC presidential candidate primaries. Like we
That is
later,
it. That's exactly the reason.
I'm coming. Like we later found out. However, what Chris also said, I agree with it. Under Jonathan on his own, nothing has been traced to Jonathan as a person. Nothing. After all, his house in Bayelsa was flooded. We heard about it. What a shame to a man like that. Everything. But under him, people were doing things left, right, and center. Some were fabricated. And Jonathan's undoing was the fact that he refused to approve that what is it called, the homosexual legislation that
The
gay bill by David Cameron and the Obama. He refused. He rejected it, and then allowed the Senate and the House of Reps to pass. I think that is the best law they've made in Nigeria. 14 years, is still there. And apart from that, Jonathan wanted. If you read this book, what is it called? Fighting Corruption is Dangerous by Okonjo-Iweala. The issue of petroleum subsidy was a way to remove. Jonathan wanted to rebrand Nigeria under Okonjo-Iweala, and he was on the verge of doing it. Now, how do they rig him out of sort of disgrace him? They invented the Chibok girl and all those things. Because he refused the gay bill, now 12 northern governors led by Muaz Babangida Aliyu of Niger State, with this, I think, which other ones, they went to Washington to have dialogue with Obama. He asked them, what do you want? They said they don't want Jonathan. That's why they denied Jonathan all manner of international assistance to fight terrorism, which America should have been number one to champion. So now, those that exploited it used it to remove Jonathan. Like Jonathan was pointing out, Chris Dublin was pointing out. Then his people that did not don't control the media is the Southwest and maybe the South. Now, they were able to exploit Tinubu, promising heaven and earth, he helped them. They removed Jonathan. So what happens now? What Chris Dublin, what it should be now? It's a shame on the South. Arise is owned by Ndoko Baigna from a area of Delta State. AIT is what is the name? The man that died, Dokwesi, Edo State. Which other one? And Roman Dokwesi. So these are the media, at least for the South. Sorry, these are owned by Southerners. Why can't they use it, engineer it, and they make sure that they use it to say, under Jonathan's time, everything was hit on Jonathan. Therefore, under Buhari's time, everything should be hit on Buhari's head. So that they balance the nonsense they are giving to Emefiele. So we have the wheat. So if the North, the Arewa, they don't control the media, they were able to exploit the media, maybe using their money to buy the likes of whoever they want in TVC, Tinubu, and all the channels. They did their bidding. Now, the Southern, Emefiele could call Ndoko Baigbena. They know. They are the same people. Edo is not far from there. It's former the Midwest. They call AIT. Say, look, let's do this thing these people did. So if you look at it this way, there are points. Because Emefiele didn't save himself, he should have resigned. If he resigns as central, but there's nothing that will happen. He said, look, I can cite health problem or this and said, I don't want to continue. Diplomatically, you just go abroad and cool off for 6 months, come back and mellow down. When you talk to me, you say, look, I don't want to stain my name. But for you to play along, he wasn't doing it free of charge. He was benefiting from it. It's not because he backfired. So that is the way I look at it. So either way, that's why this thing, if you look at it both ways, there are points. So what Chris is saying, why can't the Southerners rally around using the media, at least it's owned by the South, and even from Delta State, the most powerful one, which is Arise. Ndoko Baigbena should be able to prevail on the editorial board, editorial team of Arise, and this day, they'll be firing on that this Jonathan, let them remember what happened to Jonathan. Where is Buhari? All these things, exposing them, but they won't do it. AIT is there for their beck and call, and the Ray Power Station. So they have everything. They don't want to use it. They did not use their own to get what they want. So although I don't like it, but I'm trying to balance the issue and say, look, whichever way you look at it, there is a lot of things to gain. But that is Nigerian politics. Please, Abdul Malik, are you back with us? If there's anybody, let me. Okay. Before we go, because I like this type of thing. Does anybody, in one way or the other, have a minute more just to put in something before we say we go for our usual uninterrupted rounds? Let's just feel.
Yeah, Dr.
Let's just
CM.
make it. Let's just make it civil and enjoy
Yeah,
ourselves. Say,
can
does
you hear
anybody?
me? Can you hear me now?
Okay, hey, okay, Abdul, hold on. Abdul, yes, Abdul Malik, yes, we can. If you can have 8 minutes now on all the things you've been hearing. Hello.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Naja. Good evening, Mr. Naja Ward. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Yes. Can you see my hand? Yes. Go
Can
on.
you? Okay, good. Yeah. I see your hand, yeah. Good evening, Mr. Naja Ward and everybody in the panel. My submission go this way. For the scarcity of Nigeria for now, I don't know why we have these resources, which is fuel. Every 4 months, 5 months, we must have something occur like fuel scarcity in Nigeria. And we have these mineral resources. Why is it like that? What is the problem of why they can't fix that refinery so that we can now have more fuel scarcity problem in Nigeria? The problem we have with that country is that the major problem for me is ethnic group, because it's only Nigeria that a country in the world have 371 ethnic group. There is no any other country ever have such ethnic group in the world. That is the major problem we have. That's why we are not cooperating. Even here in Europe, when Hausa man see Yoruba man, they are not brother. When Yoruba man see Edo man, they are not brother. When Edo man see Yoruba man, they are not brother. But we call ourselves one Nigerian. The way I see, we are not one. That is just brainwash. Yeah, that is brainwash. We are not one because we don't love ourselves. We hate ourselves. No love. But we just brainwash ourselves. We say one Nigeria, one Nigeria. The major problem is that if they can divide the country, but who can divide it? Because when, according to international law, after 50 years, when part of the country agitate as the referendum agitate, they are due to separate on their own. But it's more than 50 years now when Igbo agitate. Nobody, I don't know what is happening. It's only God that can help that country. Because for now, I believe that even Western world, they conspire with Nigeria government. Because Nigeria government, if they are not stupid, I see no reason why you have your independence. You are independent of yourself, but you are someone somewhere X is controlling you for your own country. I'm ashamed of them. After 64 years, that is October 1st, we make 64 years. We can't have tangible something that we prove that this is what we achieve. There is no light, no road, no water, nothing is working. Why can't they divide the country? Everybody go in your own separate way. Anything you have, you manage it on your own. Look at Europe. You have country that there are 6 million people.
Okay. Oh no. Hello. Who? Is it me? Hello. Ab- Abdul Malik. Hello. Can anybody hear me? Is it my system? Can anybody hear me? Oh no, he's off again. Okay. Can anybody hear me? Can you people hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
We
Yeah.
can hear you.
I think Abdul Malik's system failed him again. So, like we said, like we were saying, I know we all have our candidates in respect of Edo 2012 to campaign for. The question I want to ask is this, because I know, even if you didn't campaign today, there is still time between now until August, so you have the whole time. So the question I want to, before we give our final round, the question I want us to consider today, what was it? I wrote it down somewhere. What was it? What was it? It's about Emefiele fuel scarcity. It's on this fuel scarcity. Now, can somebody, just anybody here, can you think out a plan? Say if you are the helm of affairs now, whether in NNPC or whether you are the director of, CEO of NNPC, or even the president or the vice president or senate president or whatever, in view of the fuel situation today in Nigeria, which from this thing we watch say is going to persist for the next 2 to 3 weeks, no matter what happens. And then the lies they churn out, that is logistics. So if you are in position, what will you do, or what will you advise now to Nigerians? Let me start with give us a mandate. I know it shouldn't take you 2 minutes to deal with this, so that let's just.
Okay, when it comes to the issue of this fuel scarcity, right?
Yeah.
The government needs to be true to the people.
Yeah.
Subsidy has to be removed, but how should it be done? There should be a plan for it. But even though you look at it, there's you cannot in its entirety remove subsidy. You will see have to, even here they subsidize. So, but there are some bottlenecks that have been created around that industry that needs to be removed. So, as government, talk to these people that are doing that are in this. I mean, okay, the very first thing is we have four refineries, right? Why can't we work on our own refineries? I'll make sure that our refineries are worked on. We refine in-house and then make it in abundance for people. Because a very major problem we have is that our refineries are not working. Look at the Dangote refinery they built. They said he was going to be supplying, producing oil and then producing fuel and then supplying the people. But up until now, what's that refinery doing? So get our four refinery working. Refine our products in our country. Stop the fuel theft, the oil theft. If this thing if our refinery is working up and running, we won't have this crisis.
Okay.
We will not have this problem.
Okay, thank you. I take your points, but to me, it's more of a long-term solution than immediate now. That's what I wanted to hear. But no problem is still a solution. Black Panther, what do you have to say? Okay, Black Panther is not available for now. Jonathan, are you with us?
I'm available.
Okay, now.
Yeah, the short-term solution is like this. The question I will ask, what area and what section of production are the government subsidizing? But what I will go first for, the first thing I will go, the government has to, any developing nation, got to subsidize one area to cushion the effect of energy sufficiency in the country so that it can move the production level so that companies can come in and develop. One, I'm going to subsidize the end product. That is the gas only. I'm going to subsidize it. I'm not going to, I'm going to subsidize the end product of it to the local consumption, to the local consumer. That is the area I'm going to do. And for the long time project, I'm going to make sure all our refineries are working, and I will declare war on the refinery and declare war on corruption in the entire region of our production, from the people that are digging it from the soil to bring that oil. I will go into their books and make sure all corruption are blocked and set up a riot squad that will take that thing and move forward. Patriots, and not from geopolitical zone, but patriots. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, it's still a solution, but immediate. Okay, people are listening. Jonathan,
Yeah. So you're talking about, thank you very much, Dr. Sen. You said you're talking about
yes, given the situation Nigeria is now, because they said the first scarcity will persist for I think it's 3 weeks, they said, before it will improve or something like that. So I'm asking, if you are in charge of Nigeria, whether at the level of NMPC, or you are the vice president or senate president or even the president, or what will you do now? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good one. Thank you very much. See, it's very simple for me. Very simple. First of all, stop the stupidity of supporting the Naira. Leave it alone. Take that amount. If you want to be doing subsidy, there's no crime. Nobody put a bullet on anybody's head to say subsidy is gone. If you want to continue with the subsidy, continue with the subsidy. Stop supporting the Naira. Let it flow and do the needful immediately. Stop the crude oil theft. When you stop the crude oil theft, so that what they are stealing daily, those can now go straight to the refineries, because the refineries need product to refine. They need the crude oil. So when you block the leakages, as my brother said just now, when you stop the leakages through theft, about 500,000 barrels being stolen daily, that is the exact number. Nigeria need about 400,000 barrels per day for our local consumption, 400,000. And they are stealing exactly that number or slightly higher. So stop that, so that you can take that one and use it for the local refineries. There is no way the theft can be going on and refinery will still be getting the product. It's not possible. There's no way they can get such crude from ground.
Okay.
They are still stealing, and so that has to be stopped. That is the immediate solution. Do whatever it takes, by fire, by force. Stop crude oil theft. Take that amount to supply the refineries, so that the local refineries can start producing. Stop supporting the Naira. And if you want, yes, thank you.
Okay, you said that. Thank you very much. And Prince Collins, because this is the topic we have today. Prince Collins, please.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard me right. Yes. What do you think? You are the commander-in-chief now. So what will you do, given what Nigeria is going through now?
Yeah, and the panelists that have spoken so far, I think they've spoken well. But for me, I think the immediate solution now is to use compared to. I mean, if we have to look at what is happening right now, the immediate solution is to give a command to them to make sure that they pump out enough fuel and supply to. The president should make concrete speech that will direct people in affair to do the right thing. Tell them to make sure they pump out fuel, give it to those that are involved, and supply filling stations so that it can ease this immediately. But if we talk about long-term solution, no long-term solution right now, because the law need to be revisited. Everything that has to do with Nigeria right now, as regards the law, need to be revisited. That is one. There is need for us to have clarity and transparency in our constitutional authority. Until that is done, if you push the money go to this way, people will steal it there. If you push it to the other side, they will spoil it there. Until you correct errors that will make those that are sabotage to the system, the effort be thwarted. No permanent solution yet. So there is corrupt practices in oil institutions as it is in other institutions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Then I think yes. Everybody. Okay, Madam Luke, please, if you are still with us, Madam Luke.
I am here.
Yes. The issue is that you are now the commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or the vice president, or the senate president, or even the NNPC group managing director, or whatever. And the situation in Nigeria now is saying that fuel scarcity may persist or will persist for the next 2 to 3 weeks before it normalizes again. What will you do now? That is the question.
Well, first of all, you have to address why there's fuel scarcity, and we know why. This is the hands that are playing what we have done years upon years upon years, and this is just the forced scarcity just to play a fast one on the people again. Why should there be fuel scarcity? What causes fuel scarcity? So, in my own opinion, what I'm going to do is to make sure you see those people that are all the oil blocks will be returned to the people. I will make sure that there will be every oil block that belongs to that country will be returned to the people. So that way, the people can manage their resources better. And that comes to restructuring, resource control. Because apparently Nigeria has no control over what they're producing or what they're exporting. They have only because it's in the hands of a few people. So take it away from the monopolists and there will be no scarcity. Because this is a forced and, what will I say, artificial forced scarcity that only the poor people will suffer and not the rich people.
Okay.
So return the resources to the people. Thank you.
Thank you. I think so far, why I have to pose this question was because that is the topic of today. I just wanted to say, look, if you are the CNC, what will you do? For me, I may be brutal. I will line up some people to fire immediately. Why I say this is that you can't tell me that Nigeria, the news, if it gets to my table, that in the next 2-3 weeks, this type of nonsense or let me see, is it what is the way to this type of disorderliness or whatever? Some people, yeah, probably. Thank you. Heads must roll from NNPC chief MD or whatever should go immediately. Fire. Independent marketer DRD. So at least about so many top people will be fired. Then I address the nation and they apologize with the intention that I don't care. Petrol must flow within the next 30, 20, 48 to 72 hours. It must continue. When you fire these people, but the thing is, somebody might say, CNC, who is the CNC? Is he a saint? After all, is the saint. So that might be the comeuppance. Somebody might say, if you are saying the CNC, who is the CNC? He can't have leave. After all, these are his boys. He's put there to recoup the money. But what I'm saying is in an ideal situation, because when there's something like this, a nation, instead of a nation to suffer, a few heads will rule. That's why in football club, even if it's the players are not playing well, committing penalty, getting red card here and there, and the club is going down, the first person they fire is the coach, the manager. Off you go with technical crew, start sacking them. The players that are even responsible may be later. But for me today, at the CNC, I have to fire a lot of people. Connected, not really randomly. Connected. NMPC, I look into it, the architecture of oil distribution in Nigeria. All our this, of course, everybody knows that without the refinery coming back on stream, we are just joking. And then, like Madam Luke said, revoke all oil blocks.
Seize everything. Seize everything.
But in revoking it, you ask yourself, the CNC, is he not having his own?
No, so himself go join.
I'm coming now. I'm coming. You don't make a law that will catch you. The CNC may not revoke oil block because he has his own block. So, but by and large, it's been a very I like this type of debate. We learn from each other and we look at things the other way. So, thank you, lady and gentlemen, for what
Mr. CY. Mr. CM.
Yes, please.
You already see. I don't understand this what will I say? Disease of greed. You already the CMC. You own the country. So what is this? What are you acquiring more oil block for crying out loud?
You are saying so because you are not in the you are not as corrupt as the anyway. What you are saying, I'm not dismissing it, but then
no, because for you to seize other people, you can't seize other people's blocks and keep yours. You can't do that.
It takes a lot of courage. What is in it? Please, Niger Watch, bring in Chris. He's at the backstage. I don't know why he dropped off. He should have come for his roundup. So we were talking. You see, the thing is moving well. I like today's debate because you have time to say at least we learn from each other. I don't want it to be rowdy or whatever. If anything, please bring in Chris Dublin again. Niger Watch. I think the link should be there. The link should be there. So far, if that's let's think maybe we give our final submissions now, probably maybe 5 minutes because we are few.
No, Nigeria also should go another 8 minutes.
With all those bad boosts now, what do
You know
you
me,
still
more they go the
what,
back boost like that. They go and they go.
what you still Black Panther? What you still want? What you still want talk inside 8 minutes?
I beg more go under it. I never talk. I not talk finish you. I just talk on the peripheral. You tell me go where? Go where?
Jesus Christ! You see, it's not really how far, but how well. Show you.
You go do how well. Don't worry. Then go. That people there because they never see anything finish. You are still coming on. I'm open the books of APC today.
Okay.
I'm done with PDP.
Wait, APC, everybody knows APC is already a man that is down. If he has no fault. So
no, some people have not heard about that. The bell is rotten. They are trying to wake up like vampire. So
okay. Madam Luke, you have the first the short. If you stay, what else would you like to let us know in terms of your submission and everything? 8 minutes.
It won't take very long because I'm all for solutions. I don't want to sit here and be complaining about the things that have already happened. Again, the same criminals roaming around, revolving doors. If it's not a Emefiele, we all know that we are in a, what will I say, in a society where there are different rules for different people, and people keep talking about this Arewa Oduduwa conspiracy. And then when they finish eating, it will be the south, and the southeast to eat the crumbs from the table. We all know that is the hierarchy of things in Nigeria. But they'll come and tell us that, oh yeah, everything is from our own area. We have people from our own area. Everybody's on deck, all hands on deck in the choppery. That's what. Let us keep fooling ourselves. As far as I'm concerned, the south and the southeast are beggars under the table. They are beggars under the table, and they have no. In fact, very few of them are rolling with the big boys or with their babolas. Without the Arewas ruling the country, Nigeria, they call the shots, whether you like it or not. People like Oshomole and what will you call them? All these other people that are Uzodinma, those are crumb eaters. Look at what they're doing with Yahaya Bello. Who thought he was an Agbabola? Look at what they're doing to them. So please, when the masters keep calling, when they blow their whistle, we know who's going to jump. So for those of you who keep thinking that you are eating on the same table and you are all in it, keep deceiving yourself until they throw you away like the banana peel that you are. All I'm saying is that we need serious solutions, and I don't see any coming, because any country that wants revolution, and I mean economic and social revolution, is in the hands of the youth, not Agbayas, whose brains have fogged up and recycled philosophies and double, what will I say, allegiances. But the youth are not interested. So where do you think your salvation is going to come from? So we'll just keep looking and just keep hoping and keep talking and keep moaning and groaning. At least we that were in the diaspora were comfortable. You will not see anybody in Nigeria coming together to discuss this. That's not going to happen. So let's just keep watching. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Luke. I think we have to go back to how we started before. Abdul Malik, maybe because of your system. If you are on now,
yeah, I'm here.
I will beg others to hold on. Abdul Malik, where are you joining us from, if you don't mind me asking?
From Czech Republic.
Czech supposed to have good internet connection. I think saying
no, it's not it's not internet. I have problem with when I log in. It's like I have double volume. It's like I have double volume. So sometimes I cannot hear you.
Oh gosh. Okay, then you have to
change your. Are you using Chrome?
Yeah, is it? Yeah, is it Chrome? Yeah.
Are you using Chrome?
Change to
using Chrome, yes.
Okay, change from Chrome. Remove the Chrome. Use another one.
Yes.
use Firefox. Try
Mozilla.
Firefox.
Yeah,
Maybe
Mozilla, or you use
Mozilla.
Microsoft Edge.
So let me just manage it now. Tomorrow I will try using Mozilla.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That is the
So
reason why it's not
what more can you?
that. No, it's like I was saying, but the internet interrupt. Understand?
Okay, it's okay. What more
But
can you
what
tell
I
us?
try to say is that, I try to say that Nigeria is not working because we have seen what is happening there because of our government. They are not. They don't mean well for our people because I see no reason why we have 4 refinery and we have the resources. It's not that we don't have these resources. We are not exporting these resources. We have it. But why is it that after 4 months, we must have fuel scarcity in Nigeria? Just from today now, count another 3 to 4 months. There will be more fuel scarcity in Nigeria, and we have these resources. Is it not stupidness or foolishness? I don't really understand what is happening there. Even the legislation that they're supposed to debate on it, but I don't know what they are doing there. Legislature, they don't debate. Everybody quiet. If you think that, if they think that if they give you 1 billion today or 100 billion today, tomorrow because of the depreciation of the naira, tomorrow it will not up to 1 billion again. It will reduce because the economy is not working, it's not growing, it depreciates every day. Why can't they borrow money as they are borrowing money now to share for their hand? Why can't they borrow money to fix those refiners, any two of those refiners, so that they cannot import fuel and export again to refine, so that the economy now is stable somehow? I don't really know. The problem is that we are not one. Just look at now, Yaya Bello now. How many weeks now when EFCC inviting to come to present itself? But till now, that man is in that country. But now, till now, they don't even try to search for him to find him. How it is south or south or south. Let me just explain it south. You see that they will search for the person immediately. See what happened for Okpema. Is it not Okpema? That place that they killed the army, Nigerian military army. Look at the way the army invade that place. By many people there, just because it's a south. If that kind of thing happen in the north or any part of the Nigerian region of the Nigeria, they will not do it like the way they're doing in the Delta State. We are not one. I'm telling you the truth. We are not one because what I see that look at now, Emefiele now is suffering. He's not the only one that was in the previous government before that embezzle money. There are many. Why can't they prove the other people? But only in suffering is suffering it. Why are we one? Injustice.
Okay.
Injustice.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Injustice. Understand?
All right.
The problem, my take now is that if the country is not working, but everybody wants the country to be divided, but who will divide it? That is a major issue.
Okay.
Who will divide it?
All
Because
right.
when you divide it, if anything you have, you manage it on yourself. Look at Europe here. There is a country that there are 5,000, 4 million, 10 million, 7 million. It's not even up to 2 states in Nigeria. They are country Europe. No, they are just rubbish. I'm telling you every time. I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you, Abdomali. Hopefully tomorrow we must have worked on whatever is the problem with your net so that you join us again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you. I have to go back from the way we were upstand and walk myself down again. So give us a mandate. Do you really think you still have anything more to say? Otherwise, it's not hello, give us a mandate. Okay, you are still holding the mandate. Black Panther, let me come to you. What is happening now? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
on.
okay, yeah. In the closing round, what
You
more
see,
can you tell us in the next few minutes? 2, 3, 4, 5
all
minutes.
of that, no truth, now 8 minutes. Oh.
No, 3 minutes. Final submission, Oga. Now only there.
4 minutes. I wish one be 3 minutes. Any other matter go to reduce and they
No,
go.
now only you there, Oga.
Now let me day here. Now the 1 year be done. Now let me day here. Year
Wahala deal.
I want to say something here. Everybody should know now and ask. We should ask ourselves one question.
Okay,
Why is it that when the 120 billion naira was stolen by the Accountant General of the Federation, they push him aside and they hurriedly gave him a chieftaincy title, an emir. They gave him a throne and made him to bring 20% of the money that was stolen. 2, why is it that when a Southerner get into corruption, the effect of EFCC and the entire government is spontaneous? We should ask ourselves that question. Emefiele did not commit any crime. Emefiele is subjected to the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Emefiele cannot authorize the printing of Nigerian money. Emefiele cannot authorize the transfer of huge sum of money to private individual without the consent of the president. Now, the law says, the simple law says, you that aiding and abetting, and you that commit the crime, you both should have a way of going to court to answer for it. Now, Emefiele was thrown into the gallows. They said Emefiele did this. All the politicians that have grown the government all over in Buhari time, all of them have stolen more than what Emefiele have stolen. Remember, Dangote went to central bank to borrow money. On whose authorization? From the Arewa authorization. Now I want to come to APC and PDP. APC. APC is a rotten egg that need to be thrown into the trash can, and never again will we hear their smell or their aroma in any home in the country. And those who love the aroma of it, yes, indeed, some of them will love the aroma of it. Those who love the aroma of it should be kept in a place, like Nigerians should say, kept in a glass house where everybody will go and be watching them do their stupidity. I will tell them that these are part of people that want Nigeria to remain in the old status quo. Now, like I have said, Edo State people, APC is not a party. APC is a conglomerate of looters that have connived with the driver of the Nigeria estate that want to perpetrate evil on the land. And these are the Arewa gangsters. They are the driver of the seat. They don't want Nigeria to be what it is, but they want to continually steal the money and the resources of everybody. And yet they will tell you that we want one Nigeria. The question we should ask ourselves, what is the definition of one Nigeria? That question should go to every one of us. And when we have answers to it, then we can convince our inner spirit that yes, this is one Nigeria or not one Nigeria. And what will make us be one Nigeria? Then we have to go to the fundamentals of having a country, having a virile and a strong nation. And how do we go about that? We have to come together, converge together as an engineer to map out a way that we can go forward.
Okay, thank you.
East Germany, sorry, one second. East Germany and Western Germany, they did the same thing. They went their separate way and they came back and engineered a constitution that will guide them. That is how a great nation is born. That is how America was born. That is how Great Britain was born. And that is how the superpowers were born. If you want to be the superpower level, we should come together and call and define our country. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mr.
The next
Shem,
person.
I think it's me
The
now.
next. Hold on. No. Hold on. You know you lost your position because I'm going at the way it is on the screen. After Jonathan, Collins, after Collins, Chris Dublin, then you, then I think Abdul Malik has said because I'm going the way it is on the screen. Jonathan, please, if you have, if there is really need, if there's any other thing you want to say within the next 3 minutes, so that we could go.
Okay. Okay, Dr. CM. Thank you very much. Thanks for what you are doing and all the panelists. Let me just, say this again emphatically with respect. Hello?
No, continue.
Okay. Let me just say this, emphatically with respect to what we're seeing, the fuel scarcity that we're seeing in Nigeria today. It is a man-made problem. This is a deliberate problem that is created as a result of the greed of the people. And someone said earlier, I believe it was Dr. CM, he said you're going, one of the steps that you will take if you have the opportunities that you will sack, you will go on that mission of firing probably, if not the entire system. Yes, I agree with that because it's a man-made problem because of the greed. This fuel scarcity that we're seeing right now, it's very clear. You ask yourself the question: if NNPC is the sole importer, so what is the problem? Why are they not getting it? The issue is because the importers refuse to bring in the product. That's why you see this 2 weeks window that they said, this 2-week window that they set now. They set it because that is the period of time it will take to ship from Rotterdam. That's the window. Now that they have settled, they have agreed with the importers. Now the product is leaving Rotterdam any time from now. Probably it's already even on the waters. So within that 2 weeks, you will see the product will land, and then you will see the flow of product again in the Nigerian market. That is the problem, and they have not solved the problem. It will continue. We'll see it again in another 3 months. We'll see it again in another 6 months. So they have no intention of really, truly solving the Nigerian problem, especially when it comes to this scarcity thing. And I want to talk on this Lagos-Calabar highway that Mr. Peter Obi, highlighted again today, and he called it misplacement of priority. It is simply an attempt, a very strong one, to steal, period. People are telling you this is not needed now. This is a misplacement of priority now. Everybody is louding the voice. Everybody is speaking out, and still you are headstrong. You just want to embark on it. For what? 4 billion per kilometer. Is a clear case of when people call SPV. You cannot say you are being prudent. You cannot be telling Nigeria with one side of the mouth that you are being prudent with the resources of the nation. You cannot say with one side of the mouth that that's what you are doing, but yet you cannot say that you are working to save the country, that you are working to save Naira, that you are working to reduce the cost of petrol, yet you are embarking on this misplaced project.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. So, your time is up now, but your message is well taken. I believe people.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Dr. CM. Please, let me just say this for 20 seconds, please. On Emefiele, see, Emefiele is not alone. He has never been alone, but he agreed himself in his own volition. Nobody is forcing him. He wants to suffer alone. He can talk. he can speak.
God bless you.
He knows what to do. When he's ready, let him continue to suffer alone. If he knows that he's the only one, then suffer alone. If you know you are not the only one, talk. Speak.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jonathan. So I believe Emefiele is listening. Emefiele, we are telling you to start singing now. Make you start to sing. Make we hear. The next person is Prince Collins. Please, is there really anything you want to add or subtract from what you said today?
Briefly.
Just in the next 3 minutes,
Hello?
please. Yes,
Okay.
please. Yes.
No, this thing.
Briefly, someone is not muting while he's talking.
Constantine, please, please, could you please mute? Collins, continue.
Okay. Briefly, I just want to, give my submission based on what we have been discussing, what my wonderful panelists have submitted so far. This is my submission. Actually, I think talking about solution, because we'll be talking about the problem. Based on the submission of our various panelists today, it is clear that the process of fighting corruption in Nigeria, or I'm concluding that the process of fighting corruption in Nigeria is sentimental, it is discriminatory, biased, egocentric, based on religion, ethnic, and regional divides. So we have to devise a means of using such process to the advantage of the nation. What do we do in such a thing? There is always positivity in every negativity, and there is always advantage in every disadvantage. In a nation like Nigeria, we are great, but we refuse to identify where the solution needs to be and where it's going to help us. In a nation like this, whereby there is sentiment, people believe on themselves before they believe on their region or their state or their tribe or their ethnic personality before Nigeria. We go on autonomous. Let each state control their resources, and you see a great competition. It will not take Nigeria 10 years to become Dubai. The Easterners will take it upon themselves to make sure that they are number one. The Westerners will take it upon themselves to make sure that they are number one. The Southerners will take it upon themselves to make sure that they are number one, as well as the Northerners. So we have to use these issues to the advantage of the nation. And that is what Germany did. East Germany believed that they are more technologically advanced. West Germany believed that. They went on their separate ways, and they became highly developed, and they came back together again. Let everybody go on their way, control their resources, so that you find out that people will be desperate to put this right to make sure that they compete with their neighbor, because that is the issue on ground. So I believe that for Nigeria to move forward, since we cannot, leave the Northerners cannot leave the Southerners, the Westerners cannot leave the Easterners, and we want to be together in pretense. Let us have autonomous states and develop, and it's going to be on a speedy rate.
I agree with you. Thank you very much. I agree with you. Thank you very much. What's the name? Prince Collins. I think the next person is Chris Dublin. Is there really a need? Do you still have any more to add or subtract in the next 3 minutes, if you can?
No, of course I don't have. You took my first 2 minutes away. Instead of adding 2 minutes to my 3 minutes, you are saying if I have anything to add. Dr. CM.
Yeah.
If I won't even start a new argument. Let me continue from where the last speaker, everything he has said.
Okay.
Is it not the same thing we have been talking about? First of all, what crime did Nnamdi Kanu committed that is different from the other ones? Why is Kanu Nnamdi still being held back? That's number one. Then number two, they said it is Emefiele's responsibility to sing. So why do we choose to have selective amnesia? Did Emefiele not sing? Emefiele implicated 2 people, and those 2 people, they said Emefiele forged the signature of President Muhammadu Buhari. Is there? The only 2 people implicated, the 2 people said Emefiele forged the signature, that they are not aware of it. and the courts look the other way. So can't we see through all this? Now, we just agreed now that corruption, if we are fighting corruption, it is based on ethnic, religious, tribal sentiment. Is it not the same thing we've been saying? Look, let's get this clear. I'm not supporting Emefiele in any way. He's as corrupt as anything you can think of. He is as corrupt as anything you can think of. What I'm talking about is the selective justice. Can we not get it clear? It's the selective justice. That's what I'm talking about. So we talk as if, okay, now the next solution that was proffered is for we to separate the nation. Is it not the same thing now the Kanu called for, that is being incarcerated for? We say these things as if they are just there for us to take, and we are refusing to take them. People are fighting for this thing every day. People have lost their life for this thing every day, and nobody is listening. That is what we are talking about. It is not whether Emefiele is corrupt. No, I don't have any business with it. We are talking about the system.
Okay, thank you, Chris. So far today, concern is no more with us again. He has dropped off. So far today, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm quite happy with our conduct. Let me just say, I'm really happy with the conduct. You know, we are here to learn, and you can only learn when you have opportunity to say your mind or you listen. Either you are talking or you are listening. When it is your turn, you say it the way you want to bring it out. So two or three people might learn about it. There's a teaser I wanted to leave, but I don't know what tomorrow's topic will be because Niger Watch we fixed the topic. You know, today, thank God all of us, I think all of us are abroad. Even if you want to use Air France or whatever airline you are using to come to UK, let's just say London, let me be specific. Whatever price you are going to pay henceforth will be lower than what you used to pay, say, a year ago, or 6 months, or 7 months, or even 5 months ago. The reason is because APs entered the route, and as a result, it crashed the price. So even if you enter APs, you will save money. Even if you decide to go back to your Air France, British Airways, KLM, or Lufthansa, you will still save money. Chris, Chris, please mute. Please mute. Chris. So what I want us to see the Nigeria has gotten in air freight. Can you imagine if the government had allowed eBay to cement to be competing with Dangote? That is the meaning. That is what I want us to contemplate. Maybe tomorrow, anytime we start to inject it in, not just eBay, to anybody. Or maybe if MTN is only allowed to be in charge of a mobile network in Nigeria without Glo or somebody or any other challenger. So you see, that's why sometimes when you're running government, there are policies you make. Even without creating jobs, the thing has created job. Allow Nigerians to compete among themselves. There shouldn't be any monopoly. That's just what I want to my drop line. So in the issue of one day we discuss about this cement, why the cost of building house in Nigeria is expensive. It shouldn't be, but it's because of the fact that only few, maybe BUA and Dangote, are in charge of cement. Can you imagine can you imagine if only two of them is doing it without other people, just like the way the APs crashed aviation, the ticket to London from Nigeria. Then carrying from every other city, like I heard, you can board APs from Warri to London. All you need to do is to carry you from Warri, get to Lagos, then you change over to the one going abroad. The same thing with Benin and Saba, Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, Owerri. I think we other place again. So you can imagine that is the advantage of the type of business we want Nigeria to be conducting. Same thing with oil industry. NNPC cannot be the monopoly. If it is, I don't know. But the more you liberalize the system and allow people to compete, the more the price and the truth. So many lies will come back. Initially, they used to say that foreign airlines, they doesn't want to come to Nigeria. They're charging high because of dollar issue. But when Allen Onyema entered with APs, he said there's nothing like dollar issue. It's take everything Christ, all lies. So that's why they're fighting the war now. But thank you very much, lady and gentlemen. Niger Watch, please, if you want to draw the curtain or you want to say anything.
Augustine, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that wonderful relief. Although I was here all through, but I'm just At least make I still breathe small now. I don't know. When I say let me breathe small, God bless
You
you.
don't know say you don't know say you be army. Army no dey breathe.
I beg. No, God CM is doing
You
a lot for me right now. I'm
you
grateful.
are in Niger Mopo.
In fact, I feel I watched my game properly. I was watching Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. So please no.
What I did that fire.
Yes, now 2-2. Now the day, so that just 20 seconds to round up.
The thing high,
2-2, Champions League.
Yeah.
So that was
Arsenal don't how many matches remain for Arsenal to win the league? Is it 2 or 1?
Maybe 3.
No, it only remained 3 games, but if we win the
3
remaining 3 games, and Man City win their all remaining games, the Man City now win the league.
It's true.
Oh, that means we will pray for evil to happen now.
Man City need to draw. So Arsenal beat Tottenham the other day on Sunday. So Man City go meet with Tottenham as well. So I believe say Tottenham will help us
draw the team or beat them. Yeah.
Arsenal will win the league.
Now I no go walk. They go scatter Tottenham.
No, not be like that. Not be like that.
Not be like that.
Which one not be like that? They won't win league. You say not be like that.
Hey, my brother, you know, see Liverpool as they take beat the come out for road. Now small between Liverpool. So my brother,
they did the quere.
My brother, you never hear that normal language where they talk. Say you will say you want to come pick me from my house. You don't get 2 head. You don't leave your head for house.
Exactly.
Though the young boys 9 days now, they not be like before. So they can.
Now that Aston Villa match. That Aston Villa match so for home might cause this problem.
Fast man, it's true.
Now your cause this wahala so sir.
Yes, you are right. Now that's the Villa match. That match was devastating.
Ah man. Anyway,
but now Chelsea defeat now I like pass. Hi, you don't tell who don't beat Chelsea.
Man City.
That beating, man. That beating are whitewashing.
Niger World.
Yes, sir.
Please, sir, can I say something?
Okay, quickly. 2 minutes.
Okay, because there is what the last caller said, the last, what is the name? The last somebody who speak on the panel, what he said. He said about Nnamdi Kanu. You know what is holding Nnamdi Kanu is that a prominent people, when all those prominent men of Igbo land, like those governor or minister, if they stand up today, that guy will be released, they will release that man. Because of those people, that's why that man is still there.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Just like somebody is telling me that Igbo man cannot be president of Nigeria. How? Look at other Western Europe, like this man from the UK now. It's not original from UK. This Sunak, it's not original from UK, but the president. Our past Obama, Barack Obama is not American, but he was born there. How can you kidding me, telling me that Iboma cannot be president of Nigeria because we give those village? Understand? I don't know. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I've said it before that the problem of Nnamdi Kanu is coming from the Eastern elites. If they come out today to say gay, things will happen. But anyway, I don't want to start a new topic right now. We can continue on that tomorrow. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. At least I'm happy that we are ending the show in less than 4 hours. This is good for me, particularly, yes. If I have my way, I will do 3 hours every day, just 3 hours dot. But I don't know how we can achieve that. It's not easy. But it's all right. When we have a hot topic, I don't mind we stay longer as well. So, but let's continue to do what we're doing. I want you guys to understand that some of you that is looking at me from distance thinking that, oh, this guy is strong, or you do this. By God's grace, I'm strong, but it's not an easy job. You see, as Augustine relieved me, so it means a lot to me. In fact, I didn't even know Augustine was coming. I was already preparing to give us a mandate or Mr. Jonathan. Say, I beg, this Mona, you're managing yourself on this broadcast today. At least make us still relax. We can do that to help ourselves as long as the broadcast is on. Unfortunately, everything that we all are talking about in Nigeria right now is not getting better, rather it's getting worse. If it was getting better, we would have said, okay, at least, yes, things are changing, but it's not even getting better at all. It's getting worse. At this particular moment now, there's no light in Nigeria. There's no fuel. There's no security. There's no everything. It's just like everybody living their life, government living their own life. The people are living their own. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But what do I know? We'll continue to talk and put our voice out there, our voices out there. It's a collective effort here. So I want to thank every one of you for your time, your dedication with us, your consistency with us. You know, I want to say I'm grateful. Not just me that is grateful. Nigerians that are listening to you are grateful. Many of them look forward to hearing your voice here every day. If you think that everybody that comes to this platform, they just want to hear from me alone, then you are joking. Some people come here, they want to hear from Oga CM, some want to hear from Madam Luke, some want to hear from Oga Prince, they want to hear from Mr. Jonathan. That's how it is. Black Panther and many others. So every one of you that joined this panel, I want you to know that you have gained followers for yourself. Always have that in mind. You have that your consecrated follower that look forward to you speaking. You just want to say, thank God this person did today, make it speak. That's it. You know, yes, the same thing with me. I have my own followers. But the beautiful thing about it is that we all are collectively fighting how we can have a better nation. I wish our forefathers did more like this, but then there was no technology. But the postmodernism have given us all the platform for us to speak as we like and call out our government to do the right thing. Like I said before yesterday, I wish we have just out of the 200 million that they've always, please mute yourself. Somebody unmuted yourself and whatever, Oga Chris, whatever you are doing on your background, distract the platform. Just always stay muted. You know, like I normally say, they say we have 200 million Nigerians, you know, whatever. That numbers have been going on for long. I'm not sure how many will be, but let's assume it's the 200 million that have never ever passed that 200 million. Just 50 of us are doing what me and you doing today on Nigeria Watch. Trust me, our government will not have no choice than to do the right thing. But if you check it, you know, although there are other platforms that is doing this, but I'm talking about the consistency. You know, I applaud them for the what they are doing. Some of them come out once in a week, some come out twice in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you know. But I just wish like we can have 50 platforms that we speak truth to power every single day. I bet you that 50 platforms will put Nigerian government under pressure. Yes, but if you check social media and see what our people are talking about, like Oga Prince College said earlier on, people are arguing over Davido and Wizkid fighting. Just imagine.
Mr. Elvis, you know
Yes, sir.
what you are saying, I just want to buttress it. You know, just today, I don't know whether it's today or yesterday, Nuru Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, said exactly what you are saying today. He said the social media is a threat.
You see?
Is this speak? Yes, it's official. He said it. It's there all over the place. He said it's a threat. They have to deal with it.
Exactly. Just imagine we have, you see, now me, I'm not greedy now. I just say 50. Just imagine we have 50 platform. They'll say Nigeria Watch has been consistent since April 2022 till date. Then we have another platform, Mr. A, the same thing. Mr. B, the same thing. Till 50, just 50. You will see, you must come out every day. You say, government, they go run enter house now. But if they listen to me and you for this platform, they're not saying only us. Now they that consistent. You say, I beg, these people never ready anything more continue to do what we are doing. That's why we are where we are. Even as I dey talk and so, some people then now they listen to me now where they go they verse. Say, I beg you, what do you know? I beg, must everybody come out? Must everybody come out? This is why we are where we are. It's the truth.
It's the truth. For me, I don't have any other power to change Nigeria than to talk, to call out the government from this platform. That's the best I can do. And I thank every one of you that is doing the same through our platform. And God, and God bless you now. Let's continue to stand for what is right. Let's do what is right. You don't need to look anybody's face to do what is right.
Naija
In
Watch.
most cases, when you
Naija Watch.
Yes, sir.
Did you get my video?
Oshomole say
Okay.
we are afraid to die for something and we are dying for nothing.
Exactly. We are afraid to die for something. Exactly.
Did you get
Yes,
my video?
Yes, I have the video. I already I put it together. I put it together about 8 minutes. I was so disappointed. I think I need to play it here. I don't want to discuss it. I will play
No,
it here.
don't discuss it. Don't discuss it. Let us go as we are going along. If he rebuke, then you not fire him.
No. There will be a day I will play it. The video is with me, 8 minutes long. After putting it together, we cut it.
You know it's two. You know it's two video. The second one is very
Yes,
extensive. They discuss on that and he affirm it.
I got everything, my brother. I got everything. Everything is with me. But I'll bring it out in the right time. In the right time, I'll play it here. Maybe when he's on this platform, I'll play it for him. For him to listen to himself. That's the best thing I would do. So to be honest, my people, for those of you thinking you don't want to die, you are still dying every day. I've said this before. You see that word where Oshomole talk say people don't want to die for whatever I talk about.
He said they don't want to die for something and they are dying for nothing.
They're dying for nothing.
And I've been saying this for long now. I say you don't want to talk because you think if you talk you will die, but you are still dying.
Yeah, and for that word to come from Oshomole, where be the crime commuter, that be say they see us finish.
Yes, now. So to be honest,
that was very profound. People don't want to die for something and they are dying for nothing. Wow.
You don't tell where they don't see us finish. Even themselves, they proclaim that word. That word is for them too.
Okay. Let's continue to do what we are doing. Fingers crossed, we're still going to have better Nigeria. Obviously, we are going to have a better Nigeria. But my stand and my fight, my dedication is to have that better Nigeria happen in my time, in your time, in our time. Not that we're not going to have Nigeria is not going to be like this forever. No. I just want it to happen in our time so that we will also experience it. We will take part of the glories. At least we played our parts. That's what we are doing here. I appreciate every one of you, my people. We come to the end of the broadcast. I appreciate you all. We'll be back here again 6 p.m. tomorrow. And in terms of topic, let me quickly say this before I round up. Because I noticed some of you have some topic you want us to talk about, but once I present a topic, we just stick to that. No, it shouldn't be like that. If you know there are something you want us to talk about, please, you are free to bring it. I don't want everybody to think that I don't already bring topic. We must stick to that. If there's anything you want us to talk about, even from the beginning of the broadcast, you can change the topic. You can say, okay, that's what I say now, Shomole versus Obaseki, but Nigeria was this matter. I want more address them. We'll address it. There's nothing wrong with that. Because if you expect me see everything, I know if you see everything, no. Things the way you see where me never see. Things the way I see where you never see. So let us always work together. There's things that you want us to talk about. If you might possibly put it to us on a day before, like we are ending this broadcast now, you just say, okay, let's discuss this thing tomorrow. Then we discuss it. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Just like Black Panther was telling me the other day that somebody were trying to change the topic that we present. I said, no, it don't matter, my brother. Anybody can change it. As long as, you are not changing it selfishly to suit yourself.
But
thank you very much.
Nigeria Watch, is it not? Anyway, this was just like take home thoughts. Is it not wickedness for a country like Nigeria? Some people could just say they expect this type of crisis, fuel crisis, to last for the next 3 weeks. Is that not wickedness? You expect it to last. Openly, you are telling people that you expect it to last.
Why?
No movement, nothing.
Why, sir? It's not wickedness. Now see finish.
Oh gosh.
They just see us finish. They don't have respect for us.
That's true.
They know we can't do anything. They know whatever that happened in Nigeria, you and I will talk behind our closed door. Tinubu not good, Buhari not good. And
It's wickedness.
Exactly. No, it's not wickedness.
Somebody
It's not wickedness. They know we can't do anything.
Wait, let me tell you why it's wickedness. It's wickedness because somebody who has human sympathy, he cannot see a fellow man suffering, he will be laughing or happy.
Mr. Abdul.
It's wickedness.
Mr. Abdul, it's not about having human sympathy. We are not interested if you have human sympathy or not.
At all.
Whatever the Nigerian government are doing to us, the UK government cannot dare do it to their people.
At all.
They are not interested if you have human sympathy or not. If they go beat down for your body, so they see us finish. That's just the bottom line. It's not about human sympathy.
You know why they see us finish?
Let me quickly say this. Can't you see what happened in France recently? In France, when they increased the pension age, they went to wait for all the.
You know why they happen for France? You know why it happened for France like that? The power has been given to the people. In Nigeria, it's within some clique of people.
See, let's face the fact. The fact is this. The fact is this. If this protest wants to happen now, some people from different sections of the country, they will follow different paths.
Yeah.
We have to understand that. Prince Collins, you have said that earlier on, that the thing that is dividing us, our tribe, our religion, we always fail to look at that direction.
Exactly.
But let me say something, Mr. Concern. Who brought all these things? Was it with us before?
The politicians see as important.
That's what I'm telling you now.
And that ends SARS as important. Look at the way it was. The people in the north, they were just looking at the people in the south. And no matter what Buhari did during his time, these northern and Arewa people, they didn't say anything. It's only been 1 year that Tinubu has been in power. They've started saying these are the people that tolerated every atrocities Buhari unleashed on the country for 8 years. But for 1 year now, they cannot bear. The core of our problem is not that we are not willing to. It is because if we try to, it's not working. And when the problem starts, if they buy those ones they can't buy, other people will be blaming them. Yeah. Is it not the same thing? If people protest, people will not for not doing like this now, not for not doing like this, not for they peaceful, not for do this one, not for do this.
Mr.
Because we are never
together. Do you know? Let us.
Together. That's it, Mr. Collins.
Let me say this. The basic thing that divided us is not even. I'm not looking at the tribe per se. It is the religion.
Of course.
Because it's the religion that is the head of it. Because if you look at Ghana, Ghana was like being subdued before one man rose up and did something drastically, and the whole system repeated again, and everybody now Ghana can rise up and fight. You see what they are doing?
All right. Okay. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Like I said before, we'll continue from where we stop tomorrow. I appreciate every one of you. I want to appreciate you, guy, CM, once again. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do. Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you, Madam Luke. Thank you, Oga Prince. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Chris. Thank you, Mr. Abdul. God bless you. Thanks to my brother. Give us a mandate earlier on. I don't know. Someone else was here. Okay. I appreciate you all. Those of you that called in as well. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God will bless you now. Thank you so much. Now, God, a supporter today for one person. God bless you, sir, once again. I appreciate every one of you. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. Thanks for being there always. Thank you, Comfort Bebe. Thank you very much, Lighthouse. I appreciate you all. Abu Azi, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. God bless you all, my people. Riomi Abdul, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Peggy Modi. Thank you. Now, God will bless you, all my people. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Amaka E, thank you very much all the way. Amaka E, now you be the head of state for the X side, though. Amaka E, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much, Peter Boss. Thank you. Now, God will bless you, all my people. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. by 6 p.m. by God's grace, so that we can continue to talk about the things that are affecting you and I. Please, before you leave, endeavor to press on the like button, help us to share. And if it's your first time coming across this platform, you are wondering what we're doing here. You see everybody on the panel, we all are coming out to talk about the things that are affecting us in Nigeria, because it's too much to carry. Yes, the pains is just unbearable. So we are calling out our government to do the right thing, that we cannot pretentiously ignore the satanism that they are practicing anymore. So if you are here because of that, then you are in the right place. But if you are here and you're supporting the government upon the suffering that they are bestowing on us right now, then that means there's a problem somewhere. So I appreciate every one of you. Help us to share, subscribe to us, take us to 100,000. And God bless every one of you. Now we'll join the court. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Good night and bye for now.
Jesus